Yo! How's it going, guys? How is it going? Yo! Fortnite? 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 I literally had no idea what to play, so I've been playing Fortnite quite a bit recently. I'm playing Fortnite, and let me show you this video that this guy sent me. I think it should be funny. Chud is actually 12. Well, look, there he is. That's the guy. So anyway, let me tell you a little bit about what happened here, okay? So this guy called Christ's Scourge basically messaged me in my Discord and was like, "Oh, I've got this video. In fact, let me read it. Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. It's quite funny." He said, "Hey man, I've had a very fucked up few months. I attempted suicide. I was assaulted by my dad over the movie The Exorcist. I was arrested despite all the evidence proving my story true, and have now been made homeless by the police." Now, he put this in publicly on my Discord as well, so don't worry, there's no leaking happening, okay? "I've made a video about my experiences, but please be warned, there are heavy themes of suicide, child sexual abuse, assault, and narcissistic abuse. But I feel this is perfect for your stream. I don't mind if you make fun of me. I'm a big fan and watch you daily for years now. I was a fan before the face reveal. I remember when you actually used to debate Marxism. Damn, that was many years ago at this point. I know it's a big ask, but if you would watch this on stream and bring attention to this situation, I'll be eternally grateful. I'm not asking for donations or handouts, just some eyes on a very desperate situation, thank you. You also owe me for all the jokes you steal from me when I'm in your YouTube chat, haha, you must recognise my name surely." So, he sent me this, okay, and basically, I don't have the rate review thing set up on this. Fuck. I have to jerry rig it somehow. So essentially, the long and the short of it is, yeah. I thought it'd be funny to watch, but I couldn't really, like, it's 2 hours long. So I couldn't really justify watching it on a normal stream because this guy is, you know, I know it's a bit awkward because he's in chat, but he's like a total fucking nobody. So I can't really like watch it on stream, even like the tail end. It's just not really, you know, it's you know, it's too small fry. It's too small fry really. But exactly, chat would just be bored in 2 seconds. However, as I can't do a normal stream today, I thought I could just sling it up whilst I'm fucking around playing some games, and it might be fun for a laugh. That is the plan today, okay? But as always, ladies and gentlemen, a man's life hangs in the balance. Welcome to another rate review. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. That's literally the best I can do because I don't have any of that ready. Anyway, you get the gist. Okay. Pretend to be ear raped. Pretend to be ear raped. "It's a case of I'm a sad, lonely fungus. Here's some embarrassing information, right? Please don't bully me with it." Well, I don't know if he really cares about being bullied, to be perfectly honest. I think he said, "I don't mind if you make fun of me." But, you know, I'm not gonna take a particular tact with it. I'm just gonna treat it like I would any other video.
Wow! Fucking bee just went in my hair. Jesus. Alright. So, maybe it's not a good idea to start the video here, I'm not sure.
So you should be able to see it, hopefully.
Cut this out. I'm not too sure.
Oh wait, hang on.
I'm going on a walk, and I thought maybe now is the time to
Does that work?
Just kind of update everybody about what's going on right now with the channel,
No!
with me. It's been quite a tough couple of months, I'm gonna have to say.
No, okay, I need to fix this. Hang
I'm
on.
gonna explain.
Hang on, let me fix this.
Everything that's happened. Unfortunately, I can't go into like crap loads of detail on like every single thing because there are legal reasons for that, and I will get into that later. In fact, I think I'm going to start this video. I don't know if I'm going to do.
Hang on, wait, hang on. Hang on. No, that's not it. Sorry, we'll figure this out. Hang on. Right, let me do this quickly. Hang on, let me change this. Wait. Right, that should be that. Yep, that's that. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I know it's dead air. I know we're dealing with some dead air, guys. I know it's dead air. We're nearly there. Thank you. Right. Right, so let me get rid of that, because that's clearly not working. Right. Add a source. Window capture. Okay. Okay. One sec. No, normal stream today. Wait. Live on second channel. Doing something crazy. Right, let me do that. Okay. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Share that. Copy that. No tech tone today, unfortunately. No tech tone today. Right, so that's that done. Oh yeah, it's Juneteenth today, isn't it? Is there going to be any fun Juneteenth drama, I wonder? Right, let me set up a goal as well. There we go. Boom. I'm going to be live for about 3 hours today, I think. So let's just do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry, I'm getting there. Right. So homeless fellow, there we go. Right, window capture, add source. Properties. Window. Okay, why is it only giving me these fucking options, dude? There we go. There we go. Right. I'll do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Hang on, it won't. Hang on.
Do this part of the video yet because there's a lot of cars and stuff, and I feel like they're just really loud. I don't know.
Okay, here we go. We got it. We got it.
Video. Might edit it. I really can't tell what I'm going to do right now, to be honest with you. You know, we'll keep it alive for now. We'll keep it alive. We're in Abergele. I'm staying with my sister at the moment.
Perfect.
And She's been very, very good to me, actually. Very, very good to me. My sister's been a fucking angel, actually. In fact, all my sisters have. All my sisters have. Yeah. I'm in Abigail at the moment. I'm going for a walk into the hills. This is a walk that me and my friends used to do many, many years ago. When we used to come around here, we used to rove around these hills. Them there hills up there. That's right. Yeah, there's just so many fucking cars, man. I didn't expect
Okay,
cars to be
straight
coming up and down here.
Oh no, I can't fucking pause it!
Right, let's get across here.
Straight away, I'm very happy with my decision to not fucking play this on the main channel, because this guy is just fucking rambling about a bunch of shit I don't care about.
Quick, before we die! Before we die! Okay. Oh, fucking hell, man. Anytime you want to cross the road. Oh, shit. Okay, we used to walk up here, but I don't remember these paths being so small. I also don't remember this being a road that had no speed limit. Maybe it's not
I'm pressing the media button, it's not working.
I swear we used to go up there, though.
Why is anyone going to give a fuck about this dude?
Because I feel like I might get run over.
Get to the rape!
Okay.
Get to the Exorcist!
That's annoying me. Yeah, it is pointing. A brown sign. There's a brown sign that points towards a flag, which means that that's like a trail down there. So I'm right. There is a trail down there, but it just looks really fucking dodgy going up there. And I don't want somebody going like fucking 70 miles an hour around the corner where they can't see me, so I'm gonna go up through this housing estate, and I'm pretty sure there's another way to get up there through here. If not, then I don't even fucking know, man. I don't know. We're not getting off to a great start in this video. We're not getting off to a great start. Hey, we'll keep pushing on. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, if this was my son, I would also probably abuse them, to be honest.
That's what the black people say. Keep on keeping on. Ah, God. Really nice neighbourhood that I'm in at the moment. Not what I'm used to be honest. So, there is a way. I can't remember if it's up here. I feel like I'm just going to be walking around estates right now, and I really don't want to do that. I actually want to be going up into the hills. This is really frustrating. I haven't actually been in this area for quite a while. I used to come here all the time when I was a teenager. Years on end I'd spend
Happy Juneteenth!
Here with my friends, running around the hills, acting crazy. But seems like things have kind of changed a little bit since I last came here. Not this neighbourhood's always been the same. But just the way to get up into the hills seems to have changed. I think it's because the castle that's down there, I think they've changed everything, because the castle, you used to be able to go up into the castle when it was derelict, and you'd go in the castle and run around, but they've renovated it now. I think it's going to be some kind of hotel or something like that, and they've cornered everything off, so you can't go up there anymore, which is quite annoying because it's really cool up there. But there is a way. I don't know if you can see these hills behind me, but
just doxing himself, lovely.
Trying to get up in those hills, boy. All up in those hills, boy.
Totally doxing himself.
Get deep and dirty all up in those hills.
Here's where I live. Here's my surroundings.
See, this is a T-junction, so it should be a dead end.
Yeah, I finished it already.
I got a feeling that there's a way to get up in them damn dear hills. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, why did you film this as well? Oh my god, it's so windy.
This is so annoying. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, boys and girls. Fuck's sake. How the fuck do you get in the hills now?
No, no, no.
Wait a minute. I think I spot an alleyway. I think I found a way.
Shit.
Please tell me this is real.
No! Oh my god. Bad start. Rough start.
Don't worry, I am actually going to talk about some real stuff in a bit. Just trying to make sure I know where I'm going here.
Okay, dude, I need to fucking skip this shit, man. This is too boring. There's literally nothing here of interest. Fucking hell, dude.
Right, sorry, I feel like I'm just procrastinating now. I feel a little scared to start talking about this, but there's nobody around. I think we've got time. So you've probably been wondering, well, all three of you that watch this channel, you've probably been wondering, where the hell have I been? What have I been doing? Where has Christ's scourge been? Where's Salem been? What's he been up to these past couple of months? Well, bitch, I'm back from the dead. That's right. I am back from the dead. I'm saying that a little bit glibly, I will say. It's actually a lot more serious than that. 2 months ago, I
Get to the
I
grave.
lost my job. And the same week that I lost my job, the landlord put up the rent on my house, so I couldn't stay there anymore. I was looking at being homeless, actually. I was having a bit of a mental breakdown about that.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah, it wasn't going well. I was having a pretty bad mental health spiral off that.
Yes.
Really liked that job. Really wanted to stay at that job. I really liked the people I worked with, but unfortunately I couldn't retain the job, and I didn't do anything particularly bad. I was just struggling to retain the information about how to do certain things on the systems and stuff like that, and these things were important to remember. But I think I am actually undiagnosed ADHD. I'm actually pursuing a diagnosis on that.
Yes!
And I think this has actually been playing a role in my life for a long time without me realizing it. And I've kind of put it off. I'm not saying this flippantly, by the way. I know a lot of people do self-diagnose themselves and all this kind of stuff. I'm not out here trying to make ADHD my fucking personality, okay? In a certain respect, I don't actually care that if I have it. It's more that I need the medication so that I can actually retain a job. And,
oh, this guy's
improve my
great.
life, essentially. And just get the right kind of medication that I've always needed. Man, I'm going to be sweating like a motherfucker in here. Oh, yeah, let me show you the trail. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a picture. Oh, I can't turn the camera around. That's annoying. Well, I can video edit on my phone anyway, so at a certain point I'll stop the recording and I'll turn some things around. But anyway, because wow, it is beautiful. Probably don't want to be looking at my ugly mug the whole time. So
Must be up here,
anyway,
right?
ADHD. Sorry,
Right.
I'm so easy to go on a tangent.
Where is it? What's up there?
I think this has been playing a role in my life. I think it's been hampering my ability to maintain jobs. It makes me quite impulsive at times, especially when I'm feeling like something is really tedious.
No, 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 they get shot out. Missed it.
If I'm
No.
not interested in something, my brain like just shuts down completely.
Nearly fucked that up completely.
I can't even process what's being said to me.
Whoa.
So, I think this played a role in... I'm going to stop here for a second. I think this played a role in me losing this job. And it's very frustrating because you feel kind of powerless, you know? It's like you can't really get... And I don't blame them, by the way. I don't blame them for getting rid of me. I was a bit angry, not gonna lie, but I was mainly angry at myself, really. But yeah, it's just these things are very difficult, okay? So anyway, I lost my job.
Happy Juneteenth.
Was devastated about that. And then when the rent got put up on the same week, I was just like, damn! This shit's like, You ever hear that song by Curtis Blow? These are the brakes. You know the song. And yesterday you lost your job. These are the brakes. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Yeah, basically that's what I'm going through right now. A lot of the stuff that they are talking about in that song, it's kind of what I'm going through right now, actually.
Why is he making a video when he's out of breath as well, man? Catch your breath, bro.
And now I'm kind of in this shit hellhole of a situation I didn't want to be in. Now, fast forward about a week or two.
Alright, come on, I need to lock in anyway.
My mum and dad come to my house. I hadn't actually been evicted yet. I stopped paying my rent.
Right.
And I went into arrears because I couldn't afford it.
What?
My mum and dad came round to try and talk to me about the situation. And at first, the conversation was kind of normal, actually.
Yeah, I need to lock in. Come on. I hate playing solo. I might play squad. I prefer squad.
Ooh, a rock. I'm going to sit on this rock, you know. Oh, God. Oh, absolutely knackered. Right, love.
It's fine if you're unfit, but just wait until you catch your breath. Who was that?
God.
Who was that side character?
Man, this lady's walking past me. She's probably so much older than me, and I'm the one that's bloody out of breath. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, yeah. So I'm just going to sit here for a bit. Because I don't want to be out of breath the whole time. Oh, God. Alright then, so my mum and dad come round. My mum and dad come round and they want to have a talk with me. The talk's kind of normal at first. You know, they're just trying to figure out like what I'm going to do, and at that point I didn't really have a plan. So it was really hard to say like what was I actually going to do, you know, what was
Oh, come on, dude.
What was the move from there?
Come on.
My mum and dad didn't want to put me up. They couldn't really, they don't really have the room. My sisters can't do it either because they don't have the room. One of my sisters has a child, so it's just not good. Environment for that, it'd just be too cramped. So I was actually very seriously looking at being homeless. I had no money to move into a new place, which is expensive. Even around here in fucking bumfuck Wales, housing is quite insanely high actually. The pricing on the rents and stuff, it's pretty high. Not as high as London and cities and stuff, but honestly I've seen cheaper rents in the outskirts of Liverpool than around here. So yeah. Anyway, so this conversation between my mum and dad starts to turn sour. And I can't actually remember exactly how it turns sour. It's kind of... usually the way it goes is my mum and dad just want to know why I don't talk to them that much and stuff like that, and why I have bad feelings towards them, and that's basically just because of a lifetime of abuse, essentially, that they have no remorse for. If they have remorse for it...
Abused by the parents too, let's go!
The relationship would be very different. If they showed real and true remorse and repented, then I'd honestly have no beef with them. I could pretty much forgive anything. It's really hard to move on from these things when you see that the people have never learned anything from it. They just don't care, basically, just to put it very bluntly.
Jesus.
What they've done. So because of that, it just makes it very, very difficult to connect with them and to just have a good relationship with them. So this conversation ended up then going south. I started arguing with my dad because I was trying to show his lack of empathy and his lack of compassion and lack of understanding of what they'd done. And he was doing it in the conversation that we were having. He was actually displaying it, and I was like, wow, you're not even self-aware, you know, you're doing it right now and you don't even realise you're doing it. That's the kind of stuff I was saying to him, right? And my mum had gone out of the room at this point to take a phone call because my mum runs a small business. And she didn't really hear how or why me and my dad started to argue, but she just came in and just assumed what was going on. To be honest, we've had the same argument a million times, so I guess she didn't really need to actually hear it. But she come in, she sits down, sits across from me, and she says, "You know what, Salem?" It's not my real name, but she said, "You know what, Salem? You're not a victim." And when I was 14 and I started having sex, I knew exactly what I was doing. And that's what she said, exactly in that tone. She said it word for word.
Mogged by
when I was
Mumsy.
18 and I came out about my sexual abuse.
Oh.
If for those that don't know, by the way, I was sexually abused.
Okay.
I have spoken about that a little bit on this channel.
Thanks
but,
for
if you want to hear more
okay.
about that, which is very depressing, by the way. I'm not saying that you should necessarily watch it, but if you are interested, there's a interview with me on Ruby SpaceX channel. I will put a link to that video in the description.
There we go, guys. More content if you're interested.
But anyway, basically, I was sexually abused, and my mum blamed me for my sexual abuse. This is part of the reason why me and my mum don't get on. She's never shown remorse or genuine, just genuine remorse about it, basically. And
that is certainly something.
She comes in. Fast forward. I'm 34 now. My mum comes in the room. She sits down. She goes, "When I was 14." And I started having sex. I knew exactly what I was doing. Right? Literally that tone, that way she was looking at me, it was disgusting. And the implication being that when I was a teenager, I was a minor obviously, so I think I was roughly around the age of 14 to 15 when the sexual abuse started happening, but the grooming started when I was a child.
Oh, really?
And so the implication is that I knew exactly what I was doing, basically. And this kind of removes a lot of the context of the situation as well, because we grew up Mormon and my mum didn't actually teach me or tell me what was normal sexually or what sexual boundaries that should be in place or anything. She was actually very fear-mongery about sex and stuff like that. So yeah, there was a lot there that, like, she removes a lot of context in order to be able to make her point. Really. Right.
What is the
And
context
it's also
then, bro?
just a point that you should never say. Like, who would ever say something like that to their child? It's just, you know, it's
true.
It's unconscionable.
I do agree with that. That is an insane thing to say to your kid.
So obviously I got mad, and I told them to get out. I was screaming at them to get out, actually.
Oh.
And I was calling them a liar and stuff. There was a bunch of stuff.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
And they left. And then the next day, I spoke to my sister, and this particular sister is more well respected by my parents than my other siblings. And I was hoping that, because for the first time in my life, I've never asked my sisters to take sides, ever. I've never asked them to do that, because I know it's complicated. You know, we all love, despite everything, I do actually love my mum and dad, and so do my sisters and everything else, okay? So that's what makes it complicated. Family stuff is complicated because of those elements, right?
I'll just say as well, guys, I don't tend to show much, well, maybe I should more today, to be honest, because I'm not doing a normal stream like I normally would. But anyway, guys, Super Chats are on, TTS is on, memberships are on, so if you want to support the stream, please feel free to do so, and you can say what you think about this guy's great story. Thank you.
And I'm very conscientious of that. So I have never asked them to take sides. But this time I did, because after all these years,
I do actually feel kind of bad for this guy.
This whole thing about blaming me for my own sexual abuse, but apparently we weren't. And I was at my rock bottom. I was facing homelessness, okay? No job, losing my home, looking at potentially being on the streets, losing my mind about what I'm going to be doing. And then my mum thinks it's appropriate to not only cause an argument,
I'm switching to squads. I hate solo.
Cause an argument with me, but then also to blame me for my own sexual abuse as well. It was just insane. Okay, it was just an insane kind of situation. And so I asked my sister. I said, I said to... in fact, I can bleep out her name, so that's whatever. So I said to... you've got to tell them this is wrong. You've got to tell them that this is wrong, and they cannot get away with this. Like, you've got to tell them that what they said was deeply wrong and hurtful, and I just really think you've got to take my side on this. And she refused. She refused to take my side on it. Not because she didn't believe me or anything like that. She just didn't want to have the confrontation with my mum and dad, because she knew, we all know what it'll be. And then I just felt like I could never rely on anyone. I went into like complete nihilistic disassociation mode. It was quite insane. I've been pretty close to that kind of mindset before, but it was just like a switch went off, man. I just went insane, really. And so I blocked all my family. Blocked all my family everywhere.
What the fuck?
You know, their phone numbers,
Jesus.
Facebook, whatever. I just blocked them all. And I wrote a public suicide note. I went out, I got a load of paracetamol, 500 milligrams.
What?
And I took a lethal dose, and I took half a...
By the way, paracetamol is like one of the worst forms of doing it, because if it goes wrong, you just totally fuck your liver up, and you just have like forever pain forever, because your liver's all gone to shit because you've taken too much paracetamol. Very classic method for trying to take paracetamol is the classic suicide method for idiots.
Half a litre of rum with it. So that's 500 millilitres roughly of rum while I was down in these pills. I had about 30 to 35 pills, which is quite a lot. That's a lethal dose.
Oh.
I think a lethal dose is between 20 and 30, I think. So I'd had about 30 to 35. I can't remember the exact full amount, but it was definitely 30 or above, because I'd already gone through a packet. So anyway, so I tried to kill myself. That's where I've been. I tried to kill myself, and I had to go to hospital. And luckily, obviously, as you see here,
can we get a drop of context?
I am well. So
I mean, I don't know what context you're expecting. This is some nutter that sent me this video and said, "Can you watch this on stream?" And I thought, well, no, I don't even know the fuck you are, but it sounded funny, so I thought I'd throw it up for a gaming stream when I get the chance. That's the context. I know as much as you do about all this.
To speak. But yes, I am alive. I'm not dead. So, you know, could be a lot worse, I guess. So when I come out of the hospital, my family rally around me, most of them, apart from my mum. I refused to see my mum.
It is funny, yeah.
My family rallied around me, and they basically, we formulated a plan about how to change my life around, because I think for a long time my family have been kind of ignoring me, just kind of flailing around, doing all these shitty jobs, not being able to do anything with my life because all the rents are high and stuff, and I'm just, you know, you can't retrain in this kind of environment. You have to be constantly working these shitty jobs. You can't move up, and it's just not. And these partly of these things are my fault as well, by the way. I'm not sitting here saying it's everyone else's fault. I'm just saying this is the kind of shit situation that I was in. Okay. So I'm not going to pretend that like I'm just this innocent angel or anything like that. That's not how anything works. Okay, I'm aware of that. So my family rallied around. We made a plan. The plan was we'll put a big trailer.
He knows you guys are going to shit on him.
It's fine. The UK people, a static caravan. So it's like a big long caravan, right? Basically like a small home. And we're going to put one of those in the back garden, in my mum and dad's back garden, because they actually do have a fairly big garden. And we had to sort it all out. We had to do a lot of work in the back garden to sort this out. And you know, they weren't going to pay anyone to do it because they don't have the money for that. So me and my dad had to do it. And we did a lot of work. We really busted our ass doing this. The first day we got stuck in, I went a bit overzealous, and the next day I couldn't fucking move because of how much work we were doing. Like, my muscles were like literally fucked because of it. But we learned how to kind of find our pace, and we got it done. We got it all done. Now, during this time, while we're doing this work, while we're putting this caravan into the back garden, and this is my mum's idea, by the way. Let's just make that clear. This is my mum's idea to do this caravan thing.
Where's
right?
my team, by the way? Oh shit, they're all the way over there. I forgot I wasn't playing solo anymore.
While this is happening, my mum is causing arguments with me, and she's doing it the same way she always does it. She gets me on my own with her, like in a car, you know, somewhere where I can't really escape, basically. And where no one else can hear us.
Okay.
You know, it's very convenient.
Then the abuse begins.
And she kind of just strong arms you into these conversations that are, you know, she's more or less, she's breaking her own rules. Part of the rules that we had going into this was, and these are the rules that my mum set, we're not going to talk about the past. We're not going to keep rehashing the past and stuff like that, right? Which is what happens a lot when we argue. And I said, fine, that's fine with me. I'm not going to rehash the past with you. So I tried to stick to that. And if we have a disagreement, or, you know, maybe we're a little bit irritated by each other, that wasn't an excuse for me to start bringing up the past and all the rest of it. And I didn't do that. But my mum will corner me in these conversations, start bringing up the past. Start bringing up, I feel like you feel resentment for me, and all this stuff. And I would say, well, I don't know, why do you think that is? And then she doesn't want to answer. And she can't answer because she knows what the answer is. But she can't take accountability. She's allergic to it, basically. And so she just always escalates these conversations. She forces you into these conversations, and they always end up into arguments. And then she uses these arguments as an excuse to then pull the rug from underneath me, to pull the plug on what we're doing, this plan. And she's threatening to put me on the streets again. She's basically, what I'm getting at is, she's using the situation as a power play. Now, if you know anything about narcissists, this is a pretty textbook kind of thing.
Okay, you might be onto something here.
They say they're going to do one thing, they won't do that, they'll deliver something else, they'll try to jeopardize things, they use things as a power play to get what they want.
Yeah.
You know, my mum expects that, like, after 2 weeks after I tried to kill myself, basically because of her, that my resentment and my bad feelings towards her are just going to evaporate like that. No, that's not how it works, obviously. She never gave it a chance to even get there, and I was trying. Don't get me wrong, guys, I was trying, okay? I was trying to let things go, move forward, but of course those things take time. They take time for those wounds to heal, and I was just trying to move forward at my own pace, and I was trying, okay? I was trying to do that.
Right, come on, let's do something,
team. Time with them. I didn't spend loads of time with them, but I did try and spend time with them. I watched some TV with them and stuff, and spent an evening with them. I was gonna cook for them one day and stuff. I was building baby steps, but I wanted to, you know, grow it at my own pace. And my mum just wouldn't let that happen. She wanted it all like that on a plate. She wanted to, you know, once she said she was doing this caravan thing for me, she wanted me to be like falling at her feet, like, oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this for me. That's what she was envisioning in her head. That's what she was envisioning, me groveling at her feet, basically. But unfortunately, she's dealing with somebody who actually has some self-respect. Maybe not always, but...
Oh yeah, you strike me a sword with self-respect.
You know, it's a journey.
Saying this all to us.
But,
definitely. Definitely.
She,
Definitely.
because she didn't get that, and she wasn't getting that, what she wanted, She was causing
So anyway,
anxiety
I got raped.
and basically threatening me with homelessness and all this stuff, which is obviously extremely cruel and arbitrary. You know, one of the arguments we had was about Tommy Robinson coming out of prison. And
No
she even said
way.
herself, she didn't even know that much about him. But I said, look, I'm sympathetic to some things. You know, I'm not the hugest fan of Islam myself. But he's done some pretty questionable stuff. He nearly jeopardised one of the grooming gang court cases.
That's true. Yeah, he did do that.
Because of his antics outside the courtroom. Luckily that didn't happen. But it was, you know, close, and he's rightly criticised about that. He's also done a lot of questionable things in his private life, and certain things like scams and stuff like that. So I was trying to say this to my mum. I was trying to say, like, look, mum, I understand that you have a perception about things, but
Oh, these are all bots, man. Oh, dude.
this guy that you don't really know much about, you know, you can't just go all in, believe in everything he says, okay? And I was trying to get this message through, but she cuts you off and she doesn't let you talk, and then all of a sudden she's a fucking expert on Tommy Robinson. Obviously she's not. What she's saying is all just bullshit, but in her mind she thinks she knows more than I do about it, right? Even though I've been following Tommy Robinson since I was like 19 years old. Okay? Been around for a long time, and she didn't even know who the fuck he is before he came out of prison, really. You know what I mean? There's no humility there. So
I need to do some more slick
anyway,
brews of these.
we get in this argument because
She watched one Lucia episode.
because I was getting frustrated with her because she was just going on about this bullshit. I said something along the lines of, listen, Mum, Tommy Robinson is not the second coming of Christ, okay? I think I said something like that, right? And in that kind of tone of voice, right?
Oh.
Because I'm trying to be honest and transparent.
Speaking of this,
you know,
this reminds me of the conversation I had with my own mother recently, where she said that she thinks that Israel is helping to send immigrants into the UK in order to sow discontent, strife, and, you know, all this sort of shit. Obviously, I disagree, but I thought a lot of you might agree with that.
like I say, I'm not a perfect angel. I was getting annoyed. That's why I said it like that, right? All of a sudden, now we're not arguing about Tommy Robinson anymore. Now we're arguing about the whole of our relationship and the past, and you've always hated me, you've always treated me like shit, you're always speaking to me like shit, da, 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 da. You can't live here anymore, you're not bringing your stuff here, you can go on the streets, da, 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 da. And I blew up. I blew up, probably bigger than I've blown up in quite a while. I just went insane, man. I started screaming at her. I was just like,
Dude.
I was like, you're a pathetic, horrible person. Like, why would you even do this? I was just fucking...
I was listening to Queeman and I go today and they informed me you were groomed into liking transgenders and you are a repressed homosexual. Would you like to comment?
I mean, that's absurd. Obviously, that's my comment.
I was laying into her verbally.
Thank you for the super chats.
And she immediately called my sister. Now, if you know anything about narcissists, this is called triangulation. And she does this a lot. She's tried to turn my sisters against me many times in my life. And
Queeman's cancelled.
she
Queeman's out.
she was basically trying to
Queeman's
get
dead
hold
to
of the
me.
narrative,
Fuck that
right?
guy.
She was trying to basically spin it to my sister that I was doing something like, you know, wrong or fucked up or whatever, right? But that's not going to happen. So I come in the room and my sister is on the speakerphone. So I come in and I say, and she can hear everything I'm saying. Now I am shouting at my mum, I'm shouting at her pretty loud. But everything I said was true.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Everything I said
shitters
was
looking
true.
for some attention at the moment.
And
Not interested.
my sister was trying to be diplomatic. My sister's always diplomatic.
I've got one shitter on my
She
heels
just
as it
doesn't want
is. That's
shit
plenty, thank you.
aimed at her. And but the thing is, when she started trying to be diplomatic with my mum, and she was trying to play both sides, she was like, look, she's really wound up, da, 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 but you're also feeding into this too, mum, and you got to realise that. She was basically saying something to that effect. And Then my mum starts switching those tactics on her, starts deflecting, starts pretending like she's not a part of it. She's just like, she's never done anything wrong, basically. Everything she's done is ever justified, and blah, 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 blah. And I could sense Anna just being like, oh, what am I going to do? Not knowing what to do with this. So, yeah, it's just a shit situation, basically. So, luckily after this big argument, this big huge argument that we had, my other sister, Lucy, she
What the?
she basically
out of nowhere.
She talked my mum down. She talked my mum down, and basically she kind of convinced her that we should go ahead with this move and we should do all this stuff, right? So we move all my stuff out of my flat and we get it into the caravan over the weekend just gone. Okay, so this is about, what, 5 days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. We get it all into the caravan. Now, second night of me being in the caravan, I decided with my very youngest sister who is 19 years old. Now, she does have a learning difficulty. However,
oh my god, dude,
she
come
is more
on,
intelligent and
man.
mature than
Give
you
me a
would
break,
think.
dude.
There's definitely things you have to kind of be careful with her about, but generally speaking, she can actually understand and process a lot more than people give her credit for. Really, I actually, there's been various times I've been actually very surprised by her insight, and I feel bad saying that, but it's true. You know, sometimes it's easy to kind of sideline her and think maybe she just doesn't understand, but she does understand, and I'm sick of pretending that she doesn't understand. And she's becoming an adult now, and I think she needs to start being treated like an adult, basically. Doesn't mean literally everything, obviously.
Oh,
but you know, 80% of the way there, I think you can treat her more like an adult than people would like to suggest. And so this evening, with my very youngest sister, who still lives with
dude, I
my
can't
mum
get
and
out
dad, we watched The
Let me up.
Exorcist together.
oh my
And
god,
the reason
dude,
that
The
we were watching it
Exorcist.
is because one, it's one of my favourite films, and I wanted to bond with my sister. But two, I wanted to teach her about like subtext and symbology in the movie, because, you know, these are just important things, important like kind of ideas to understand, that like these concepts of adding like underlying messages to things in like a symbolic manner, and that things can represent different things. And she was getting it, she was totally understanding it. She didn't get it quite at first, I had to kind of push her along, but as we were going, she did.
Yeah, I'm going to watch 28 years later for sure.
Probably going to hear me say that a few times.
Sounds good.
No, I haven't.
Looks good.
It's just a weird smell. She was getting it. She was getting it. And also, even though it's a horror film, The Exorcist is actually a pro-God movie, okay? It's, there's a strong storyline about a priest losing his faith, regaining his faith, and taking the demon inside of him, and spoiler alert, he sacrifices himself and dies.
Whoa. Okay.
And he does this because he realizes God is real.
Get him.
Because, well, obviously he's confronted with a demon, he's confronted with a possessed girl, so he realizes, oh shit, this shit's real. So, I wanted to kind of get that through as well. I wanted to
Oh shit,
to see that like horror movies aren't all about glorifying horrible things. They're often warnings. They often have religious messages. against vices. Demons often represent vices and
I can't
other
fucking
things
see.
like that.
Can't fucking
Sorry,
see.
I'm getting a message here. But that's okay. So, anyway.
Dude, how'd you kill these walking wolf things? I don't understand.
We watched this movie. We didn't watch all of it because halfway through my dad comes in and says that she's got to go to bed because she's got college in the morning. Okay, fair enough. She didn't actually really want to stop watching the movie.
Get raped.
Just to throw that out there. And felt and looked disappointed. She was like, "Oh, do I have to? Do I have to?
Oh.
I was watching this with Salem." Sorry, I only said my real name again because I'm an idiot. This is what the ADHD does to you. And now my hair's going all stupid.
Oh god. Come on. Holy shit, dude.
I'm so easily distracted, man. Holy shit. Anyway. So, when Erin goes into the house, she's grilled by my mum and dad. What were you watching? She says, "Oh, we're watching The Exorcist." Oh shit. That hits the fan. So she comes in, my mum comes in, bursts in the caravan. Should have locked the door really, but she bursts in the caravan. She goes, what the fuck do you think you're doing showing her this? Why are you showing her The Exorcist? You know she can't watch stuff like this. I'm like, she's 19. And I was very calm this time, because I knew...
How bad is a mental disability?
I knew I had to start taking a different tact with my mum and dad if I was going to be living that. Okay, I knew I had to start taking a different tact.
Alright, come on, we got this.
I can't convince them, I can't break through to them.
Picture all hours on my lips.
They don't even humanize me. They don't think I'm a human being.
Yes, please.
So, they don't have any concept of how I feel or anything like that. And for a long time I've been trying to convince them, I've been trying to plead with them, I've been trying to appeal to their better nature. Sometimes, but not always, obviously there's been many times where I've just been shouting and laying into them verbally too. But trust me, I've tried it all. I've tried it all and nothing ever changes. And so she's shouting at me, and this time I wasn't shouting back. I was just going, okay, all right. You know, just not really giving her too much, not too much of a reaction.
Oh.
And I said, look, she's 19, she's an adult. She can watch these things. Oh, she'll have nightmares, she'll have nightmares. So what? We have nightmares sometimes. You know, she's old enough, she needs to start being able to
Bro, he's
deal with these kinds of things. You know, maybe get to a point where she's not having nightmares because she watched a horror film. You know, maybe we should start thinking about that. Right? Trying to prepare her for the world.
Let's go!
Not insulate her from the world, which is what my parents want to do. And so
God Gamer.
I didn't give her much of a reaction, but she starts saying some pretty crazy shit that she's never actually said before. She said that I'm corrupt and I'm sick and I'm twisted. And
Carried,
said,
yeah, of course, carried.
I want to corrupt my baby sister in the same way that my uncle corrupted me.
Oh! What?
Now, there's a pretty strong implication there.
Okay, this mum, if this is true, this sounds fucking deranged. To be fair to this guy, this sounds fucking insane, bro. This guy's crazy. Well, yeah, he had chat happened with his uncle and his mum's saying that you deserved it or something. Like, it's fucking insane, bro.
If you're savvy enough, she's essentially saying that I might potentially sexually abuse my sister.
What?
Now, she has some plausible deniability. She's trying to say that maybe she just doesn't think I'm a pure Christian person. I want to try and turn my sister away from the Mormon church and whatever. But that's not true. I don't want to turn her away from God. I believe in God. I don't want to turn her away from the church, anything like that at all. It's not my intention. I don't want to corrupt her. I certainly don't want to sexually abuse her. Okay? But I do think that is what my mum was actually trying to imply, to be honest with you. And I think she was saying that in that way to try and get a reaction out of me. I think she was saying it because she wanted me to blow up again. And then my dad could see it and my dad would be there. And she kind of wanted me to blow up again, but I didn't blow up. I didn't give it the reaction.
Well, I'm on my own.
And she was saying, You're going to get out, you're not going to stay here. So again, she was threatening to kick me out and put me on the streets because I dared to watch The Exorcist with my sister. Oh my god, it's the crime of the century, guys. It's the crime of the fucking century. Oh, can't believe it. How dastardly, how devious. Sorry, I'm laughing because it's just so ridiculous. It's just unbelievable. And
I'm gonna get fucked up here.
She says, you're leaving here, you're not going to stay here. And I said, yes, I am. I am staying here, actually. And she kind of short-circuited a little bit. I just don't think she anticipated me kind of reacting like this. I think she was making these implications, saying all this stuff because she really wanted me to blow up again. And then she'd be vindicated. She'd have plausible deniability as to, you know, oh yeah, we can kick him out. Now, fast forward 2 days. Now, 2 days go by. Nothing really happens. Okay, nothing really happens. I try and stay out of their way. I'm actually half hoping that maybe they calm down and realise maybe they were just being ridiculous, right? I wasn't anticipating an apology or anything, but I just kind of thought maybe they'll just kind of quietly forget about this stupid interaction, right? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention, in this argument right at the end, my mum said, you can't hang out with your sister anymore, you can't hang out with your baby sister anymore. I can't trust you with her, you're trying to corrupt her, all that stuff, right? So she's trying to destroy my relationship with my baby sister, who I love more than anything, right?
I don't think he'll molest his sister. I think he's fine. Don't worry. Don't panic.
You know, when I think about my sister, I just tear up, man, because the idea of not being able to have her in my life is it's really, really painful. It's not nice.
Oh, he's very emotional.
Not a good thing to feel, right?
Okay.
Getting emotional now.
Okay. That's okay. Mm-hmm.
What am I saying? Sorry, I'm just trying to calm down a minute.
Of course it is. I know this is real for you, but it's a bit like, you know, okay, okay, a bit awkward.
A switch goes off in my head and I go, you are not, I didn't say this to her, but in my head I go, you are not going to destroy the relationship I have with my sister. It's just not going to happen. You can say, you can do whatever the fuck you want to me. You are not going to do that to me and my sister, okay? So, sorry, I didn't actually anticipate to get emotional like this. Okay, just hold on a sec. So,
okay. Next point. Oh.
I realise that my mum and dad have developed a network of people who back up their worldview. And I thought, okay, I can't fight against them because they don't respect anything I have to say. But I can break down this web of people that they've built for themselves. I can break this down. So I start thinking tactically. And so I go to some people in the church. I go to the previous bishop. There was the bishop when I was growing up in the Mormon church, in our local church. And I go to him and I speak to him because he knows our family quite well. In fact, he actually came to help us with the garden stuff when we were trying to put the caravan in there. And
Jesus. What does he make of all this?
I spoke to him and he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. He listened to everything I had to say.
Well, let's go find some.
He took it all on board. He believed me. Even just saying that, I feel emotional. He believed me. And he didn't really know about my sexual abuse, but he had kind of guessed at what had happened because he'd heard certain things. And so I just told him everything, basically. I told him everything about our lives and what my mum's abuse had been like towards me and my sisters and all this stuff. And he said, okay, I'm going to speak to the current bishop, who my mum respects a lot. My mum really respects like authority figures and stuff, right? And she's really big on the church right now. So she's gone back to church.
I'm not ignoring the video. I'm listening to every word.
She's gone back to church now. So basically, I'm in talks with them to try.
He's
and
British, yeah.
Get them to speak to my mum and dad. Mainly my mum more than anyone, but definitely both of them need talking.
He spoke to his bishop, trying to break up the network of people around his parents. Simple.
And
random guy, no one of any note.
So
Chud Logic viewer.
He's putting wheels in motion basically, so that this web of things that they've sorted out for themselves, where it's everyone against me basically. It's everyone against me. I can't have a support system. They just kind of build these kind of, what do they call them? Flying monkeys, I guess. They tell very one-sided stories about me or whatever. They just kind of pretend that I just became evil one day and just started treating them like shit and whatever for no reason.
Yeah, average Chud Logic viewer, yes.
It's very manipulative. And oh, somebody was building a den over there. So
I don't like that gun.
They're going to talk with him, so that's kind of in motion. That hasn't actually happened yet, but I think it will soon. I'm actually going to speak to him, not the bishop, the guy who used to be the bishop. I'm going to be speaking to him tonight, so I'm assuming that I'm going to probably learn a little bit more about what's going to be going on there. Now, so that was the first wheel in motion. The second thing that I started to think I need to start doing was recording everything. So I didn't know, and when I was speaking to him, actually, when I was speaking to the ex-bishop from my church, I predicted to him that very soon my mother would attack me, that she would find some excuse. I said, she's going to ask for the keys to the caravan.
What's the XP stuff about?
Which I had. She's going to ask for the keys.
What XP stuff?
And I'm going to say no.
Oh shit.
And when I say no, she's going to attack me. Because this is how predictable their behaviour is. Now, I actually did get this wrong a little bit.
Yeah, fucking shoot crazy shotgun.
But yeah, you know. Anyway, I made a prediction, and I was basically correct. Just with a detail altered, which you could probably guess, to be honest. Anyway, had this conversation. I then start thinking I need to record everything, right? So, very next day after I speak to the ex-bishop, I then go...
Yeah, dude.
I have to buy a TV.
Fortnite isn't for you. I literally fucking got a Victory Royale like a couple of games ago. Your cruel words about my apparent lack of gameplay ability are false and defamatory, and I've instructed my lawyers accordingly. Bro, this guy's fucking crazy.
TV for my front room because there was just no TV in there. I had to sell my TV when I was moving out, and I gave a lot of that money that I...
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is. It's not on the main channel, but for some reason on this channel it is, yeah. No idea what that's about.
The stuff that I sold, it wasn't loads of money, but I gave whatever money I could, I gave it to my mum and dad to try and show gratitude for what they were doing for me, and I told them I was going to keep giving them money and pay them in rents and stuff like that, right? So help them pay this all off, right? So it wasn't like a complete financial burden on them. By the way, that doesn't matter. They didn't actually think that that was gratitude, by the way, because they're very fucked in the head. So, so I think I need to start recording things. So the very next day, we're picking up this TV. As we're picking up this TV, my mum begins an argument with me. And she starts doing what she normally does. She starts an argument with me. And so this time, I recorded it. I recorded the argument.
Play it.
And
let's hear it.
Doesn't make my mum look very good. In fact, my mum went completely ballistic in this argument. She went completely crazy. And again, I was not rising to it. I was kind of arguing back. I definitely, because I probably will put this recording up at a certain point. I just can't do it now for legal reasons. But
dude, I
at
want
a
to hear
certain
the
point
argument.
in time, probably a few months from now, I can actually release these recordings. But she was shouting and screaming at me. I'm not going to say that I definitely look great in this argument either, but I didn't rise to it. I wasn't shouting and screaming. I was calmly telling her about her hypocrisies, her double standards, the flaws in her logic, and she was just going fucking insane. She was going fucking insane, man. It's been a while since I've seen her go that crazy. She was like hitting the steering wheel. She was fucking screaming her head off, man. All in front of my baby sister, by the way. All in front of my baby sister, who was sat in the back.
Oh, it's 12 p.m.
She even tried to put my
12
sister
p.m.
in a double bind by kind of trying to get her to pick and choose between me and my mum. And she said she didn't want to do that. And I just said, look, don't do that to her. You're doing that to Erin. Don't put her in a position like that. Yeah, my mum didn't like that.
Yeah, the thing is with this guy...
Not like that.
Is when he messaged me, he said, like, you know, say what you want about me, basically. Like, he acted like it was no big deal. I mean, obviously, it's a bit awkward to fucking sit there and just be brutal about someone when you know that they're in chat and they're going to be watching this. They're in chat now, I think. But, I mean, obviously, you can do what you want, guys. But obviously, some of this is like not, it's just like kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of fucked up. But I don't know why I need to know about it. But thanks, I guess, for the info.
So, we have this big argument. As I'm getting out of the car, when we got home, she starts threatening me. Not directly threatening me, but kind of, she's like, I do want to fucking hit you now, lad. So it's like,
what
kind of
the
like an indirect
fuck,
threat.
bro?
You know,
That's
kind of
insane.
introducing the idea of violence into the situation, basically. And I say to her, if you touch me, I'm phoning the police. If you touch me, I'm phoning the police. And also, I've recorded everything that you said.
Ooh, got him.
And she didn't know I was recording.
Unlucky, Mumsy.
She suddenly, I can see the kind of panic.
You
in
lost,
her eyes
Mumsy?
after that. And then she goes, you know what, you're horrible. You're a horrible person. You're so horrible to me. Your dad's going to remove you. Your dad, when you get, just wait till your dad gets home. He's gonna fucking sort you out. And I said, listen, if he touches me, I'm gonna phone the police. And if he tries to fight me, I'm gonna beat him up. Okay? So he better not. And I would only ever do that in self-defense, by the way. I would never attack somebody like that, ever. It just wouldn't happen unless they were attacking somebody else or whatever, something like that, or one of my friends, you know, whatever it is. You know, if there's like a good reason to do so, then yes, of course, obviously I would step in. I'm not a complete pacifist. I would always defend myself, but I don't see any reason to cross the threshold of violence, even if I'm in a bad argument with somebody or whatever it is, you know. Even if somebody's insulting me, saying things I don't like, it would never cross my mind to be like, okay, I've got to hit this person, right? To shut them up.
I respect that.
It just wouldn't happen. Oh,
okay,
shit,
fair enough.
A bit of a muddy part here. I need to get a bit. Oh, there we go.
Watch out for the mud, mate.
Shoes on for this, so.
The mud men.
Right. So my mum's introduced the idea of violence. She's basically threatening to get my dad on me, yeah?
What?
So, I go out into the garden and put this TV into the caravan. I message a couple of people, message my sister.
Christ Scourge. Christ Scourge is the guy's name.
Tell him what's going on.
Oh, fine.
And in between this is a very weird little detail, but because I've been selling a lot of stuff, I had these MIDI DJ decks.
Muddy Buck. Muddy Bucks.
Life, I was a drag queen DJ.
What?
I had these decks.
No
and
way.
I needed to sell them. They weren't great, but you know, I just thought, you know what, I'll sell these. And this guy was coming around to pick them up, and he come round. Just after my mum's had this big screaming argument with me, right? He comes around, picks it up, takes it. As I'm seeing him out of the gate, because I used the side gate so that they didn't have to come through the house and stuff, right, and actually see my mum or whatever.
No.
As I'm seeing him out the gate, I see my dad come into the garden, and I thought to myself, okay, my mum's already ginned up my dad to be angry at me, so I'm gonna have to record this. So I get my camera on and I record it. And what happens is my dad attacks me, and I get it all on camera. He attacks me. He starts hitting me with a cord, a big electric cord. He unplugs the electric cord from the caravan, and he basically just approaches me with it. He's threatening to knock me out. He's threatening me with physical violence, And then he just starts hitting me with it. I didn't even do anything to him. I didn't actually approach him properly. He approached me to start attacking me with it.
What
and
the
I can even
fuck?
show you some of the marks. Here, let me get some better light here.
Oh my god, he's going to show us
so
his
I can actually see
beating
what I'm
marks.
doing
Wow, this is ridiculous.
But you can actually see.
No way.
I don't know if you can actually see that.
What the fuck,
I don't know if the
dude?
camera's good enough. But there is.
We
I
get
can't
it,
even tell
yes.
if that's showing up properly, but there's all marks. It's all been documented. Okay. There's like a big scratch on my arm here. Don't know if you can see that, but you saw there's like a big plug. There's like a big plug thing on the end of it, and he's like trying to smash it over my head. He's like whipping me across the body with it and stuff, and hitting me with it. He probably hits me with it about 5 or 6 times or something like that, roughly. It's hard to remember exact numbers of things when these things are happening, because they're happening in the moment. I didn't get the first couple of strikes with it because he approached me so quickly. When I turned around to go into the garden, I saw him unplugging the thing, and I said to him, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, you can't live here with no fucking electric, can you?" And that's when I hit record on the thing, because obviously I had to get the phone out of my pocket and whatever. So it's all happening in split seconds, right? And but then the video starts with my dad already hitting me, right? That's how it starts. He's already hitting me with the cable. Now, I tell him, "You're going to jail, mate. You're going to prison." Well, not prison, sorry, jail. "You're going to jail. I'm phoning the police. You've attacked me with a weapon."
Shit.
And he goes, "I'm gonna fucking knock you out. I'm gonna fucking..." He just keeps repeating himself. He's like, "You're not living here. You're gonna get the fuck out of my house." Ah! That's what he's saying. That's his whole energy, right? And so he takes the cord into the house. He puts it into the conservatory, and then he comes back towards me. So he's already attacked me, and now he's approaching me again. Okay. Now when he's approaching me again, and he's threatening me, he's threatening to knock my head off or whatever, then I say, "If you come near it," no, I said, actually, "If you touch me again, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you."
Oh,
right?
Go on, get your dad.
That's what I say.
Get his ass.
Well, I actually shouted it at him, but but it was a warning, essentially. That was a warning.
Fair warning.
To say, I'm prepared to defend myself at this point. You've already attacked me. You're approaching me again. Now he seems to take this.
You
as
dare
an
to
invitation
approach
to
me?
fight.
Someone said that in chat earlier.
So he's like, so he says, "Come on, then," like that, right? And then so I thought, when he said, "Come on, then," that's when I was like, okay, he's gonna hit me. So I had to put my phone down. And at this point, this does make the video a bit ambiguous, because obviously in a split second I didn't think, oh, I should position this so this can all be seen and blah blah blah. Although I did think that later. I kicked myself. I was like, oh, maybe I could have, maybe very quickly, or maybe I could have angled it or whatever. But it was all happening too fast, so I couldn't think like that, right? So I put the phone down. You can't see anything, but you can hear everything, right? And then, so he said, "Come on," then I put the phone down, and I said, and then I got ready to fight because I knew he was going to hit me. And I screamed, "Come on then," like that in his face.
Oh my god,
And then he
dude.
swung for me. And he swung for me probably like 3 times. I think he only hit me once in the side of the head here. Then I was trying to move back to get distance, right? I was trying to move back to get distance because I wanted to get some good strikes on him. And but when I moved back, I think I fell over my feet or something. I fell over.
Dude, what
something.
the fuck?
I don't know exactly what it was, but I fell over. And I knew I was falling, so I thought,
What-
okay,
what,
I'll grab
dude?
hold of him, right? And
My teammate
in my
fucking
head,
slung
this
me
is
up
not
there and
very
just-
good logic, by the way. Not very good fight logic. But in my head, I thought, okay, I'll flip him over me, right? Because I didn't want to go down, knowing I was falling over. And if he stood up, he might be like,
Why did my
kicking me
teammate
or
do that to me, dude?
whatever, you know what I mean? So I just thought, okay, I need to pull him down. I thought maybe I can flip him over and I can get up faster than him. Right? But that didn't work because he's heavier than me. He's smaller than me in height, but he is heavier than me. He's not fat or anything, and he's not muscular either. But he is, he has got some muscle, especially in his arms, because he does do quite physical work and stuff like that, right? So he's not the fittest specimen ever, but if he really loaded up a punch and hit you well, you know, it'd probably hurt quite a bit, yeah? Luckily, I was able to, obviously you can see my face, so I'm not all fucked up or anything. Luckily, I was able to take some of the heat off the punches because I think I was kind of rolling with them, right? I was kind of rolling with the
rolling with the punches.
Say, yeah?
Yo.
And which is good advice, by the way. You should totally do that if somebody's trying to punch you. And he right, sorry, it's getting a bit. The light's getting a bit funny, isn't it? So he's loaded. We fall down. I pull him down on top of me. I try to flip him, it doesn't work, okay? It didn't work, and I fell down on my right side.
Try to flip him, for real?
I was kind of like lying on my right side. There's actually a bruise on my arse that corroborates my story, luckily. That's all been documented. But,
the arse bruise has been documented, guys, don't
me in the
worry.
head when he's on top of me, right? So I'm like on the floor, like this, and he's like punching me in the head, right? And he's kind of like going bam, bam, bam. And I think he punches me about three times. I counted 3, but it might.
See, the trouble is like, yeah, I do feel like, okay, well, this kind of sucks that your family's so fucked up and whatever, but like, you're kind of in the house. Like, you're in the house after, I don't know, it's like you kind of just got to leave, haven't you? I know it's tough out there, but you, at some point, if your family really is that bad, you just got to take the bull by the horns and get the fuck out of there.
Before. I know he probably swung more than that, but I only felt 3, I think. But he's punching me in the head, and again, I'm like kind of doing my best to kind of like roll with it.
Well, no, of course, there's a warrant abuse.
I'm trying to get up as well at the same time.
Speaking of fact,
now,
reality.
when I get up off the floor, he's still coming at me. He's up too. He's coming at me, and he keeps trying to punch me. But at this point, I had some distance. I was ready to do it, so I just started stepping in with jabs. So I was counter-punching him.
What is your best counterpoint against Tommy? Watched my stream yesterday and went over all of it. I went over every single fucking queer point that he had.
Him, basically. When he was like, every time he loaded back to try and throw a punch, he'd like load back to try and throw a punch. As soon as he made that move, I'm a Dark Souls player, mate. You don't want to be fucking around. So he pulled back, and then I would just jump in straight away and like basically disarm him from being able to punch me. And obviously when you step in with a jab like that, the force of you, it's not the force of your arm, it's the force of your leg pushing you forward that is doing a lot of the damage, right? It's giving a lot of the force to it. And I was hitting with a few of them pretty heavy jabs, pretty fucking heavy. And I was hurting him. And I could see it was stunning him. He was like, whoa, what the hell? He didn't expect me to do that. And he still kept trying to come at me and hit me. And then I hit him with a right cross or two as well. I was doing some combos.
Some combos?
Some jabs and crosses.
Some combos, bro!
I'm not a boxer, by the way. I
went some
many
combos
years ago, when I was younger. I went for maybe like a couple of months. Not even that, probably.
Oh my god, man. That's so funny.
Big fighter, really. But I do watch a lot of UFC, so I've got a lot of this kind of like knowledge floating around in my brain.
There's no way.
And
That's some knowledge from watching UFC.
I've had quite a few fights in my life. Never started a fight, but I've definitely finished some fights. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so my dad's like trying to come at me. I'm counter punching him, right? And I'm hitting him with these jabs and a few crosses, and he stumbled. I hit him pretty hard with a big jab, and then I smacked him like bang.
Go ahead, open that.
And he went down on his knees, and then he clutched his face, and he started crying, and he said, "I'm gonna call the police on you." And then he runs in the house.
What?
Now.
What is that to tears with his brutal combos?
This is all self-defense, obviously. He attacked me in the first melee, then we broke
Oh my
apart.
god, I'm getting fucked up, man.
And then he came back and attacked me again. So, completely legal. I was completely within my rights to defend myself in that way. Now, they have asked me, why didn't I leave? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Look, not everything is fucking super logical, okay?
Oh!
If it was a stranger...
You see that knock?
And I didn't
Holy
have to live
shit,
there
that was
and all this
insane.
stuff, if it was a stranger...
Oh!
Yeah, maybe I would have tried to get away more or something like that. I don't know.
I thought I'd eliminate that guy.
But because it was my living situation, I felt kind of trapped, and obviously I'm emotionally invested in this. This is my family. So it's not super logical. I'm also obviously a bit angry that this is even happening, that I've just been attacked, right?
Give me the dude. I need the chug jug back. Oh
you know,
my
people
God,
are kind of
bro.
expecting you not to be annoyed by that. Like, what's that about? That's insane. What rational person would you ever... in no way, shape or form would I be looking at somebody who's just been attacked going, you should be perfectly calm right now. You should be thinking perfectly rationally in this moment, right now. That's just not,
Dude,
not how this shit works, man, right?
Where'd that guy go,
So
the
anyway,
chug
I've
jug?
been hitting him, I hit him with this cross, he goes down, he runs in the house and he's crying, and he calls the police. Now I run into
He just ditched me.
into the caravan.
Dude, where did he go? He's like over there.
Now the police arrive, probably about 10 minutes after this all happens, 10, 15 minutes.
He just fucking ran.
Police arrive. Now they've already spoken to my parents, and they come and speak to me. Obviously, I'm not shouting and screaming, but I am talking a lot, and I'm trying to explain the situation. And I show him the video. And the video completely backs up my version of events. It completely vindicates me on every level. All the evidence supports me. We upload, he sends me a link. It's like what the police do in this country. They have a link that you...
Dude, it's obviously, like, absurd. But I think I understand what happened. He's just explaining it in a very Hollywood-esque way. Yeah, I was getting some combos in. You were probably just having, like, a very brutal fight with your father. That's the reality of it. Also, yeah, obviously, you living in your parents' house in a way that they're not happy with doesn't justify them beating the shit out of you. Doesn't justify any sort of abuse. But it's just to say that, you know, you need to fucking sort your life out and get out of there. You know. And if it really is that egregious, then surely you can go to the local government and they'll be able to allocate you some sort of social housing or something to help you out, right?
You can send evidence like videos and pictures and blah, 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 to a link that goes directly to this police officer who then puts it into evidence and blah, 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 right? And so I'm sending him this stuff. I'm sending it over to him and it's uploading. And they seem at first to be kind of taking my side, right? They appear to be. But what I didn't know is that when because they spoke to me and then they left, they went out and spoke to my mum and dad. Now they were basically bad-mouthing me to my mum and dad. And they were...
Oh my God, you people are so pathetic and you'll just endlessly get raped and abused if you're in this situation. Oh yeah, just go and speak to the council and get some social housing. You just walk into it. Yeah, you've got to fucking hustle a little bit. You've got to fucking get your shit together. You've got to have a process. You've got to go and speak to people. It's not going to fucking come to you on a plate. What other alternative do you have? Stay in the same house and get the shit kicked out of you by your fucking parents all the time. Hey, Matra King, thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate it. Thank you. Like, what are you supposed to fucking do? You have to do something. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to get beaten. No, Christ Scourge, I'm not responding to you. I understand you're probably doing that, and good luck to you. I'm talking to the person in chat that's saying, like, you know, oh yeah, it's as if it's that easy. And then obviously, yeah, there's obviously a very awkward dynamic with your sister. This Exorcist movie seemed to be, you know, a problem for them. I don't know. I mean, that seems trivial and stupid to me. And what does it matter at the end of the day? It's clear that they've got, like, you know, sort of issues off the back of their Mormonism. And so they're not going to be comfortable with that sort of movie. But it's just stupid, obviously. It was an excuse to continue the beatings.
Basically just saying that they think I'm entitled and all this kind of shit, yeah, and I'm just a fucking...
Hey, Musky Meeps, thanks for the dollar!
Little prick, basically. They didn't say that, but that's more or less what they were trying to get at, right? And, they were trying to vindicate my mum and dad, and my mum and dad's face is a bit fucked up, yeah? So I can see why they make it a bit of a...
Oh, fuck, I went the wrong way!
They're taking one look at me, and I had a big beard at the time.
Oh.
I look like a tramp, I look like a hobo. I don't even look too different now, to be honest, to be fair. Let's face it. But
Fuck.
But
No.
they're basically turning on me, and I didn't know. They made a snap decision about me, right? Now, it didn't matter what the evidence was, even though the evidence directly that I showed him directly supported my version of events. Although I will say the second fight, obviously you can only hear it, you can't necessarily see it, but my injuries and everything corroborate it, right? I wouldn't have a bruise on my arse unless we'd fallen down. So that part is obviously true. Anyway. So. Basically, to cut a long story short, they arrest me. They arrest me on suspicion of assault. And they take me down in the police car and they put me in a cell. And that's where I spent, not last night, but the night before. That's where I was. I was in a cell. And the police thought I was guilty. There were some issues with the evidence that I'd uploaded. The next morning when I had an interview with a solicitor, which is like a lawyer in this country.
No!
Criminal lawyer. He was my representative. And I was being interviewed by a police lady. And they told me that they hadn't been able, that mysteriously, this evidence, they couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh shit, where did it go?
They couldn't find it anywhere, and I said, it's on my phone. It's on my phone. And I'll happily send it to you again, I don't give a shit. Okay? This is self-defense, and you've arrested me, even though...
What do you mean you can't be this bad? Okay, I fucked up there. I got a victory royale earlier, give me a break. Okay, things are going well actually. Victory royale. We're gonna get another one next game. You just weren't watching earlier. You weren't watching earlier. I'm not locked in. I'm too busy listening to this fucking nutter rant on about how crazy his family is.
I've literally done nothing wrong. They were ready to they were ready for me to just be like either lying or whatever the fuck. I don't care. But then they realised actually they were dealing with a much deeper situation than they first thought. And so, by the way that I explained all this in the interview, by the way, the solicitor was quite impressed with me actually. And I really didn't... This part of the story is very bizarre, by the way. It's very weird, but could be a blessing in disguise. I honestly don't know, but he said to me, like, have you ever considered becoming a lawyer? And I was like, not really. And he was like, why not? And I was just like, well, I've already been to university and I've already had my student loans and stuff, and I'm just too poor. I'm just too poor. I can't do something like that, okay? I can't support myself while going through another education. I wouldn't even be able
what was that?
to pay for it. Guys, I honestly don't know, but he said to me, like, have you ever considered becoming a lawyer? And I was like, not really.
Right.
And he was like, why not? And I was just like, well, I've already been to university and I've already had my student loans and stuff, and I'm just too poor.
Bro, come on.
I'm just too
no
poor.
way.
I can't do something like that, okay? I can't support myself while going through another education. I wouldn't even be able to pay for it. So
I just, like, I don't know, man. I can't imagine someone saying that to you. I mean, it's probably been nice, to be fair, if it was true, but oh, man. Some wretched mess of a person. Hey, you should take on some fucking education costs. Become a lawyer. Become a solicitor.
I don't know if I could even do that. And he said, this is literally how he said it, by the way. I'm going to tell you now, this is how he said it. He was like, you're not too poor. And then he gave me his card with his number on it.
Have you thought of becoming an astronaut?
So I kind of got the implication that, like, he might help me out, or maybe the firm that he works for, I won't say who they are, but the firm, the law firm that he works for, which is actually a local law firm, they're quite well known, and they're probably worth millions, to be honest. They're probably worth millions.
That's not me.
And
oh, that's not me. I'm here. I'm different.
that maybe they might help me out. So
Yeah, dude. Ever thought about
I'm
becoming
gonna
an
phone him soon. I'm gonna
dude,
phone him soon and see what that's about. If they could put me through
We've
university,
had a little look at your father's body in hospital, and he's got some pretty significant bruising. You ever thought about becoming an MMA fighter, by any chance? By the way, this segment is called I Impress the Solicitor, just so you know.
again to go and do a law degree and become a solicitor, and they take me on, or maybe they do some kind of apprenticeship or something. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what they would do, but I don't even care. If they can do something for me and they see potential in me, then fuck it, man. Why not take the opportunity with both hands, you know? I never fucking envisioned myself being a criminal lawyer, but fuck it, I would fucking do it, you know? I'd probably be pretty fucking good at it as well, I'm not gonna lie. I know that doesn't sound very humble, but I just...
Come off it,
I feel
bro.
like I'll probably be pretty good at it. So... yeah,
this is fantastical,
they let me go on bail, and they say, you know, you can, you're not allowed to go home, and
Okay.
you can't speak to your mum.
With stuff like that, I'm starting to wonder, is this like a bit? Am I just getting baited by some sort of like guy that's just trolling and fucking around? I mean, it's funny if it is. I don't really care one way or another. It's just funny to think that someone would just make up this fantastical story with these bizarre, like, combos. Oh, I impress a solicitor. I made my disabled sister watch The Exorcist, and my parents didn't like it, so my dad started to beat me up. It's just all so fucking deranged. I actually quite like the idea that he's just someone trying to troll and fuck around, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, man. It's obviously just a funny... I thought this would be quite fun content. I kind of guessed that, you know, the way the guy messaged me, I thought, okay, this could probably be kind of fun. But this is definitely the right call to not watch it, like, for a normal stream. Because this is way too fucking nutty for people to be super interested in, I think. It's like particular interest, isn't it? Oh. Oh. You need to be really into some deep shit to be interested in this.
Mum and dad for 6 weeks, so now I'm staying with my sister.
It's a slow burn, yes,
it's
exactly.
Put a bit of strain on her and her partner's relationship.
Hello.
And he's from America, so he might go away for a bit while I'm there, just to get himself together, because it's been quite a lot for him as well. It's been a lot for everyone. It's not just me. It's been a lot for the whole family, and everyone's kind of at their end of their tether with it, and I totally don't blame them for that, because it's just been getting out of hand. Yeah, but I totally appreciate what my sister's doing, and she's even saying to me, like, look, if he has to go, she says, I'm going to be a bit upset about it, but I don't blame you. It's not a big deal.
I could probably do like a fish tank update video after this, probably.
Like it's just that he struggles with somebody else being in his space, and to be fair, he's essentially immigrated to be with my sister. He has no
the power
friends and
director
family
watermark,
here. And you know, we're going through all this shit, and it's probably stressing him out, and he probably just needs to see some fucking family and stuff, you know. So that's all good, and it's a shame that it has to be this way, and that it's kind of strained the relationship, and we've gotten to this point. But there's not much else we can really do about it. It's either this or I go homeless, basically. I'm just going to have to go on the streets, and obviously my sister's not going to let that happen. So.
Oh my god, dude.
Right. So, that's where we're at, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm at my sister's, well, not at my sister's literally right this second. I'm just walking around the hills close by. And I just thought I should kind of get this story out there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got no money. I've got nowhere to stay. Got no place. There's no help for men. My sister is acutely aware of this, by the way. My sister's very sympathetic to men's issues. I think obviously because she loves me, I'm a brother.
I mean, maybe there's like some more specialist women's shelter stuff that's available. And I would imagine he's probably done it. But I mean, if you go to the local government, they will do their best to help you out. If you're like literally totally fucked, they'll try and help you and find something for you. But yeah, I mean, I guess maybe if it's like, oh, there's not like a rape shelter for men or something, or there's not like a domestic abuse shelter for men, I could believe that being the case. Possibly.
Brother. She's seen the struggles that I've gone through, and you know, she's obviously she's passionate about women's issues too. Don't get me wrong. She doesn't like hate women or anything, just because she loves men too. She just loves men too. Okay, that's probably just the best way to put it. She loves men too, and she knows that there's no housing for men, that we don't get priority. She knows there's no shelters. She knows there's nothing that can really be done.
I think what's probably more accurate is that families are prioritised. So if you've got some battered woman who's got their kids with them and they've got nowhere to go, I would imagine that local government would probably prioritise getting them housed first, because you want to obviously house the kids first, right? So you're going to go probably fall further back on a waiting list if there's children that need to be housed. But I'm not certain if you're a single woman and a single man, whether you get treated meaningfully differently. I would be surprised if there's like significant difference between how you're treated. I don't know about it admittedly, but it just seems odd to me that it's like, you know, I don't know.
Hello?
Not sure.
You know, if you go on a waiting list for housing, you could be waiting a year or more, and that's if you're a woman with a child. Okay? So it's not easy. They can't do this thing easy. So basically,
dude,
I'm just going to have to stay with her.
This Jimmy guy is one of the most fucking wretched Tommy C dick suckers imaginable. Tommy C ball washer. Imagine what sort of pathetic wretch you'd need to be a Tommy C ball washer. It's fucking unreal. Anyway, what's his comment here? What did he say? Where is it? I can't find it now. Saying about how I need to get fucking Turkey Tom and everyone else involved. Well, first of all, I'm not going to do that because I'm not a pathetic wretch that needs other people to step in to fight my fucking battles for me, right? And secondly, I don't need them help at all. Tommy C is doing a perfectly good job of making himself look like a total retard as it is, and every single fucking community going, except for the core of Tommy's retarded audience, including people such as yourself, recognise how utterly raped he is. So I don't need to do anything. Things are going perfectly great, actually. Oh, you timed them out, okay. Dude, why would Turkey Tom give two fucks about it? Could you imagine how pathetic it would be? Oh, hey Tom, can you please come out and say that you know, you were happy for me to talk to you on the New Year's stream? Dude, I played the clip yesterday and everyone was like, fuck me, that was pretty explicit. Realise what a fucking retarded freak Tommy is. Tommy's raped. Totally raped. You would have to have Tommy's balls stuffed so down, fuck, I fucked it up! You'd have to have Tommy's balls stuffed so far down your throat. Instant L, misspeak, instant L. I lost. Instant L. Fuck. I raped myself. Fucked myself. No! It's over. You would have to have Tommy C's balls stuffed so far down your throats in order to avoid recognising that Tommy is just taking L after L after L. He is so fucking raped and he doesn't even realise it. We got there in the end. Guys. Don't worry about it. Anyway, untime that guy out. It's fine. Let him have his little victory lap at me spluttering there for a second.
All of your analogies are homosexual in theme.
Dude, I'm not even... Look. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Is like, I'm not interested in dragging anyone else into it, nor do I need to. But, you know... I mean, the response... I mean, this subreddit... Oh, you can't see it. This subreddit is like a pro... Like, look, community for all things. This is Augie, Nicholas, Turkey Tom, Willie Mac Show, and Tommy C as well. Right? if you just have a little skim through, it's fucking off. Like, look. Look at the fucking responses here, dude. It's not the actual points. Tommy is mad. Tommy is the view on the internet friendship cabal. The debate Tommy had with Queeman on Chud stream broke him. I mean, then why are you calling the fat boy to get involved? I'm not calling for anyone to get involved. Oh, what? At no point have I said anyone else needs to get involved with this. I said quite the opposite. I said I don't want to drag people into this. At no point have I said for anyone to get involved. I've tried to keep people out of it as best I can, but obviously when Tommy's saying things that are wrong about certain topics, obviously I have to talk about it, don't I? So look, even people that are disagreeing are saying, I don't think there's enough evidence to suggest Chud is anything like those names I listed. But this narrative that the commentary community can't handle criticism or whatever is factually incorrect. Well, say what you want about the commentary community. Tommy C clearly can't handle criticism of other people, let alone himself. I think the truth of it is, obviously, you know, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I think it's far more, I mean, you know, who is the person that is going behind people's backs saying, don't talk to that person? Who is it that's actually doing that? Who is it that's saying that? It's fucking Tommy, isn't it? So who do you think actually wants people to get involved? It's definitely not me, I can assure you of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's funny that his rambling grievances would only somewhat make sense if you ever watched the New Year's stream in months, and all you recall from that is a simulacrum based on the leaky Chud memes. Everyone should rewatch both the Bo Blacks and Destiny parts, and you'll realise just how absurd his reading of the situation is, lol. We gotta let Tommy go at this point. His points are schizophrenic. This is the fucking subreddit for the commentary guys. This is their guys, and this is them that are saying this. This is their guys that are saying this. Their community, their part of the audience that are saying this. Like, this is what I'm saying, dude. He's got no... And this is why it's so shameful that those two retards that go on a stream with him and push him forward, that they're not acting as like a moderating force saying, okay, Tommy, you need to fucking rein it in a bit. Look at this, look at this. You're getting shit on here, you're getting shit on there. This is not going well for you, right? People are propping him up and pushing him forward. You know, obviously I'm very biased about it because I'm on the other side of it. But even like an outside observer can see that he's getting raped from every single fucking angle, and no one around him is saying, rein it in, calm down, stop. You're not winning this. You're fucking this up, you know? Dude was just brooding, seething behind the scenes, shaking in his boots, waiting to attack Chud because he made fun of him. His points are nonsensical. He has just been looking for shit to throw. Tommy has accidentally and unironically shown himself to be incoherent and senile. This is not my guys. This is their guys. Right? There's some crossover, but this is the subreddit for their people. And they're saying the same shit that my community said about him. You know, it's fucking over, dude. I mean, now he's talking about doing a bunch of streams, going through every point. I mean, dude, what is the... Dude, if he do what he wants, obviously, what is he hoping to achieve? What is he hoping to get out of this? He's done. It's finished. It's over. All he's going to do is lie, move the goalpost, act like he was making a different argument, do more stupid speculations that are totally baseless. But, you know. Shame to anyone behind the scenes that has been egging this old man on. I hope Nick just avoids this because Tommy has dug himself in so deep that his ego won't allow him to possibly go back on the shit he started. I mean, you know, I don't. If Nick wants to stay out of it, that's up to him. I don't think there's any problem with that personally. You know, and I hate it when people are like, oh, you need to talk about this. You need to talk about this, Chud. So, you know, don't anyone here be doing any stupid shit like that, okay? Nick can decide what he wants to do. It's up to him. He doesn't need to get involved. It's not even fucking worth it. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to get involved. It's done. Also, the other problem as well, because Tommy's got it in his head that me talking about, like, this, you know, demolishing every one of his points is me saying I'm going to stop him from streaming. Obviously, I can't stop him from streaming. That's impossible. At no point am I expecting that he's going to stop streaming because of me. It's nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is his points are terrible, and I have been, you know, fairly hesitant to go fucking fully into all of it. You know, one, because all this shit's been litigated to death already, and also because, yeah, it makes him look like a total fucking irredeemable retard. But, you know, after the other day, I was just like, well, fuck it, yeah. Might as well. Might as well just fucking go over it all. And I did yesterday. I mean, you know, I feel like yesterday was pretty complete. And I went over, I think, pretty much everything. Every point. I mean, I don't know what else there is you could possibly say about it at that stage. And all this kind of commentary about how it's, you know, it's all about like, what is it? What I said about him in that video segment is true. Because he was on Twitter spurging out about how I can't take what I give out, which is ridiculous, because at no point did I complain about people making jokes about my circumstances or whatever. And going on about how I called him, like, a deadbeat or something. When the main point I was making is, it's, you know, talking about mooching off your wife makes you look terrible. Not to be pedantic, but why not just ignore Tommy's retard war? Well, I largely am going to. But there's a couple of reasons that you know, I decided to talk about it again, or I've talked about it a few times. Okay? One is at times there hasn't been much else going on, so it has been quite fun to get into it. Two, it's like throwing a little treat. It's like throwing a little treat to the audience, and also it feeds the shitters, so the shitters have got some content to talk about. And the other thing as well is, like, you need to understand, it is extremely frustrating that some fucking schizophrenic with no idea about what he's talking about is saying a bunch of stuff that's wrong. And whilst I could just ignore that and not care about it, on a personal level, it's just very irritating and very annoying that they're just plain wrong about stuff. Getting timelines wrong, getting facts wrong, getting it wrong about what was said. So that's why yesterday I decided to, you know, just go over in detail all the points, when it got links, when it got timestamps. Here's what happened here, here's what happened there. Because the way he frames things and talks about things is just wrong. It's totally wrong. Like that comment said, go back and watch the original fucking footage and you can see he's just totally wrong about it. So that's why. And, you know, it's just, you know, it's like, dude, it's so absurd to be like, oh, talking about me again, is he? Yeah, because you're talking about me. And it's like, Tommy is a shitter in terms of he's got a smaller audience than me, right? But I did used to like the guy, and I did used to get on with the guy. So obviously it's different to some random fucker making shitter videos trying to criticize you. You know, that's what gives you more ground to pay attention. And it's so ridiculous. Like, you know, it's like, I'm not pretending to ignore him. I'm saying, oh, I'm not going to respond. And I'm saying, okay, I've changed my mind. I am going to respond. Whereas Tommy C is there going, oh, kind of obsessed with me, doing a 5-hour stream about me. Yeah, because you said a lot of bullshit that I needed to clean up, and I'm a yapper. And this motherfucker's doing like 4 hours of content on me, an hour of content on me. I mean, how many hours total has he done on me? It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's, you know, that's why. But yeah. I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, obviously it depends what happens, but I just, you know, at this point, you know, because the thing that's frustrating, and no one around him seems to be pointing this out, especially his retarded audience. He changes his arguments on the fly as he realizes he's wrong about stuff. Originally, the argument about Tom was that he was trying to keep up appearances with Destiny, and that's why it was so wrong of me to question him about it, because it put him in a very awkward position, right? And then it changed from that to, oh, you pressed him on stream and that was wrong. You shouldn't press him on stream. And then now it's become apparent, I mean, I don't know what his next excuse is going to be, but now I've shown that Tom actually asked to have a conversation about it when it came up. So I don't know what the next excuse is going to be, but it just changes every time. When I demonstrate that he's wrong about something, he just changes what his argument is, and no one around him is saying, hey, Tommy, you've actually changed what you said there. They just fucking prop it up. And he won't speak to anyone except some fucking shitter that calls into his stream. Under very tight circumstances where he controls when he can kick them. And then he's like, will you follow the rules? You got to follow the rules to talk to me. So like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? So anyway, it is a frustrating situation, and something I haven't hidden. Yes, obviously, I'm sure you can imagine. It's frustrating to deal with it. I'm not trying to be all cool and aloof about it. Yes, it is frustrating. But an honest question, Chud Logic, what if the rest of the commentary community, like Nick, Augie and so on, decided to go against you instead of Tommy? What would you do in that position, and how would you reply? Well, I've got the facts on my side, so I would obviously speak to them, explain the facts, and hopefully they change their mind if they genuinely want to come out against me. Like, what does it matter whether if they come out against me? That might start to shift public perspective. But I mean, yeah, I've got the facts on my side. I can literally prove it with clips, the points that I'm making. I've got evidence for everything that I've said in terms of responding to his points. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd be like, well, okay, so what's your point? Okay, here's the clip. What's your response to that? It's literally that simple. See, this is the thing, Jimmy. You're a fucking Tommy C cocksucker, and you can't see it because you're so far at Tommy C's ass. You know, are you not stopping to think that all these communities, not just mine, but even like the RFC community, that subreddit, everyone is saying what a fucking retarded senile old freak Tommy is. Does that not give you pause to think, with all these communities saying this, and me, a big fan of Tommy, is saying the opposite, maybe they've got a point and maybe I'm wrong. No, Christ Scourge, I'm going to go back to it. Sorry, I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to go back to it. Okay. He's saying don't get upset. Okay, that's interesting. He's saying don't get upset. He's saying don't get upset. Let's have a little look at this, shall we? Let's have a little look. Don't get upset, Chud. Don't get upset.
That clock keeps...
Don't get upset, Chud. I mean, we don't need to do this, you know. Dude, literally the first comment on this latest video. Literally the first comment. Look at this. Seriously, dude, what happened to you? Gotta stop watching Hugo. Then goodbye then. This guy is a total wretched freak in Tommy's YouTube comments, responding to everything. Go and have a look. Look, he's everywhere. He's saying don't get upset to me. He's there seething in Tommy C's comment section on Tommy C's behalf, responding to fucking people that are calling Tommy out. You're raped, bro. You're totally fucking raped. Unlucky. Damn. That's tough. You, for free, are going to Tommy's comment section on YouTube like a little fucking toady and are responding to all the comments supporting Tommy. Pathetic. Unpaid. Unpaid. Let's have a look at the comments while we're here, shall we? So obviously, right, there's going to be an element of people from my community going and leaving comments. That's true. Some retarded fat bitch. Don't care what she's got to say. Oh, not a good response. Does not feel exactly like the night when Night Docs called in and defended Mama Max years ago. Okay, this is the thing. So this is the really retarded thing that people are doing with this, okay? Is they're bringing in this analysis in regards to Mama Max. What have I done that's similar to what Mama Max has done? The problem with Mama Max is that, yes, he was retarded from the start and was doing things publicly that were terrible. And people didn't fucking, realise it. And also, here's another thing I was thinking about as well, right? People always remember a situation where someone is right about something, okay? I would wager that if you went back and looked, there's tons of times that Tommy will have predicted things that didn't come to pass. That gets forgotten. And it's like, if you get it right 2 out of 10 times, people forget the 8 times that you're wrong. And they just remember the 2 times that you're right. So what was he right about? Mama Max. How long's he been doing this for? 10 years. What was he right about? Mama Max. What else? What else did he have a perspective on that he was like, Bo Blacks, you could argue, I guess? Bo Blacks? John Swan? What else? Like, dude, like, there's 2 clear examples I can think of when he wasn't right, in a very embarrassing fashion. One was defending Ian Miles Chong over the doxing thing, which was obviously stupid and wrong. And then the Nicholas Dioro thing, trying to go fucking nuclear on him over green M&Ms leaking his DMs. There's 2 things that stand out to me that he was just substantively totally wrong about. I'm sure there's other examples too. What was the doc stuff? What was that? The homeless fenthead said the moon was going to explode tomorrow. I thought it would be crazy, but it was right when he said it rained yesterday. It is going well, actually. Right, let's have a look for these comments anyway. Let's see what else we got. You expose yourself a lot on the stream. You really are a coward. You can't accept taking an L. Aiden will rise. You and the rest of the cabal will fall. Such a coward, Lamau, terrified of callers. Bro, just watch this. Okay. It's okay for Nick to treat his old and new friends to flog and make money out of it. Bullying and A-log over multiple finance videos, but Chud was bad for mentioning the photos. This is why people... Oh, that's like Poxy guy. He's a bit of a weirdo himself. Exactly like Hassan. Where is the Chud call? People thought he was talking to me because I've already titled the stream. No, I didn't ban Poxy. I didn't ban Poxy. Poxy didn't get banned. Oh, dude, look at... Oh, my God, what a pathetic wretch. That's that retard from chat. You never disappointed me with this one. Tommy Win. What a fucking loser, dude. Still on your knees. Glazer Supreme. Bro, that is crazy. On his knees, throating Tommy. Hey, thank you for the super chats. He's doing tricks on it.
His fans treat Tommy like some Zoltar fortune teller. Tommy C just calls out people and waits until they mess up to point and go, see, I was right after like 5 years and one fuck up.
Thank you, Ty, indeed, for $10. Dude. Hey, oh, hey, look, that's Ty. Ty just super chatted. The fact that you argued and tried to say that you never brought up Chud's kids first, only to be proven minutes later you in fact did bring up his kids and dig at his fatherhood. Immediately try and change what you say by downplaying your own actions. Well, it is true though. I wasn't trying to dig at him. Okay, what did you call him pathetic? Okay, well we know what happened with it. We get the gist. Dude. This fellow, look, here he is again. Equally as mind raped as Tommy is by Queeman. Look at this, dude. How pathetic is this, man? Literally every more or less every comment he's responding to. Dude, literally got no fucking arguments either, look. Literally no arguments whatsoever. So, yes, look. Brain Rot Logs is making a very clear point here whilst mocking him for being drunk. Are you too drunk to remember the other stream where you genuinely were saying you don't think he's working class? Very clear point. Very clear, specific point that he's making there. And his response is, oh, you're just saying drunk. No, he's not. He's not just saying that he's drunk. He's making a very clear point here. Anyway, you get the gist. You get the gist. Oh my god, dude. Here he is again! Bro! This is what he does with his spare time. This is so cowardly. Not calling Chud because he'll snake you live is such cope. You won't call because you're in too deep on a crash out. You think doubling down is the right move, but you know you'd crumble in a live conversation, embarrassing yourself, Willie, and Nick in the process. When you get older, you'll understand. Right. When you get older, you'll understand why it's necessary to be a total abject pussy at every turn. Got it, okay. I guess me, Volt, and Jenny are pathetic by default. Yeah. Yeah, you are. I mean, this is totally pathetic behaviour. Do you not have a life? Do you not have a family? Why are you spending your free time scrolling YouTube comments, finding things to respond to defend Tommy C of all people? Totally wretched freak, alcoholic, on the precipice of fucking retirement. I mean, dude, what? Like, yeah, it's pathetic. This is pathetic behaviour. Yes, it is. Anyway, there we go. So that's who that guy is. Notice how he came in the chat and was like, what are your best arguments against Tommy? After I spent 5 hours yesterday going over them all. Like, these people that are still... I mean, it's literally him, his two co-hosts, and a handful of people at this point. But it's like, this is the problem. They're so fucking stupid that you can't... Like, it's worthless trying to explain it to them. They're too stupid to understand simple points and arguments. Or they do understand it and they pretend they don't because they think they're in the right and don't want to admit they're wrong. I don't know what happened to Matt Pitt. I like to think that Matt Pitt would probably be talking some fucking sense into him at the moment. Like, I don't know, dude. It feels like the loss of Matt Pitt has been terrible for Tommy C's psyche. Matt Pitt had to jump ship. Why? Matt Pitt left, bro. You got uncomfortable with Genie. Really? Just giving questions on here at first, folks. I know you're fucking retarded in every sense of the word, but everyone else understands and gets what little freaks like you try and do. You know, you're trying to fucking come in and ask questions, but really, you got Tommy C's cock shoved down your throat, and it's all you can think about. So, you were trying to, like, you know, I don't know what you're trying to do exactly. You're trying to defend Tommy C at a fundamental level. But it's like, I've streamed about it yesterday. If you genuinely were concerned with what my responses were, you could, I mean, you've clearly got enough fucking free time on your hands. So you could literally just go and watch my stream about it and see what my points are. And if you don't want to watch all 5 hours, you could search and you can find the key points that you want to watch. Or you can put it on 2x speed, you can put it on the background. Like, everything is there. Anyway. Anyway, it is unfortunate that there's... I mean, to be honest with you, you know, I think a conversation would be great content with Tommy. But it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. So that's that. Anyway, there we go. Sorry to Christ Scourge. I got into it again. Right, let's finish this video. I've got about another hour before I need to go, so let's finish this.
More or less. And I would like to move out. I really would like to move out. And I really would like to have my own place. I would really like to go back to university.
Oh.
And retrain into something. But I can't do that. My battery's going low, so I'm going to have to end this video soon. But I would really like, to do all that. I don't know how to do this. This is a bit of a cry for help, this video.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm actually in my normal place at the moment.
If you can share it.
Not there yet.
Share this video. I don't know if I can start a Kickstarter or... Not a Kickstarter, sorry. A GoFundMe or something. I've never done something like that. I don't really want to beg for money. I've never begged for money in my life. Obviously, I might have to do that if I'm on the streets. Which is a little bit of a different story. I'd have to do that to survive, but... But, you know what? I'm at such a low point in my life. I'm at such a place that... You know... Why shouldn't I ask that? People give money to these women that are fucking shouting slurs at kids. Giving money to fucking murdering teenagers and stuff, you know? It's an insane world we're living in right now. So I think I'm well within some level. If people are out there and they have a heart and they want to give me some help,
bullets, I need more bullets, I need more bullets.
Right now, actually. I'm getting emotional again. I'm laughing at myself.
Oh, it's working. Hey, the pause is working now. That's good. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, my intent here is not to shill his fucking GoFundMe. Just to be clear, like, obviously, I'm not someone that shills people's charity, and he didn't even ask for that. He didn't say that. So it's not that, but it's like, I do think that there are people out there. I mean, I just think about, like, fucking, what is it? Innuendo Studios. Asking for all this money. So I don't really find issue with this guy who probably has got a real shit situation having a go for, like, it doesn't really seem like that crazy to me. So, yeah, I think this is fine.
Oh, because I'm getting emotional again. I would really appreciate that.
Well, backbling the cape.
I don't know if it would that even happen? If I got $1 million off this video, would I squander it? No. I'd retrain. I'd start a business.
I don't give money to charity. You know, I'm not the kind of guy that does that. I'm more of a keep the money for myself and invest in my future kind of guy.
I'd make something productive out of it. It's not just.
I mean, to be honest with you, I know that some people have got kids and they do charity or whatever, but like, you know, my focus is on sorting myself out for the sake of my kids, getting a house, stuff like that. So, even if it wasn't, I'd probably spend it on something I wanted to, like a holiday or something, so.
Some random person, so they can buy cars and go on holidays and stuff. I don't care about any of that. I literally do not fucking care about any of that. I'm not a materialistic person at all.
I do
Don't
believe him,
in any of
though.
that
I do
shit.
believe this guy.
It's stupid.
I trust him.
I do anything and everything in my power. If you people out there are kind enough
Bro, did...
to fucking hell, man. To help me in this situation and help my family, I wouldn't squander it at all. Okay, I wouldn't.
Okay, dude.
So,
Okay, man.
if you could, I'm gonna have to finish this video, but
Bit awkward, bit awkward, bit awkward, bit orcs.
I didn't want to. I've never asked anyone for anything before, so it feels a bit embarrassing, to be honest. It feels kind of embarrassing.
Oh wow, wowee! That is certainly is some crying happening.
Feel like this, but at the end of the day, people get fucking money for all kinds of random shit. It's fucking pointless. They spend it on pointless shit.
Very true.
I wouldn't do that, okay? I'm a smart guy. I'd invest it. I'd start businesses. I'd make jobs.
He's gonna start a business. Let's
I'd
go.
do something good with it. I'd put back into the community.
Dude, based.
So if you can find it in your heart to do that, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna end the video. Just a little bonus here at the end. Sorry, I was actually crying for a bit there. Luckily in the woods on my own.
We need to get this guy some weapons, dude. That is insane. Oh shit! I fucked it up. Fuck. Oh man. We need to get this guy some weapons. We need to get him locked and loaded. We need to get him loaded, and we need to get him into some sort of, you know, fucking CIA MK Ultra op. Okay, come on.
So nobody had to see my ugly face while I cry. But this is the view I was trying to get to.
Wow.
It's beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful.
I'm not sure. I can't identify it.
Like I say,
It's a lot of places
if any
like
of you would
that.
be kind enough to help me out in this situation, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you to everyone that watches this video and just hears my story. To be honest, I think more men need to be able to tell their stories and get ourselves out there.
Yeah, dude, have you thought about applying to MI6? True, because, you know, you've obviously got a lot of hand-to-hand fighting skills. Maybe there's some sort of James Bond-esque role that you'd be able to get involved in. I don't know. Oh, come on. Come on now.
You shouldn't have to suffer in silence. Alright, thank you. Hey
Oh,
guys.
he's home now.
Just a quick
Curse your doorknobs.
I guess, to this, because I was going through this last night just to see where I need to bleep out names and stuff like that, just to protect people's privacy and stuff. And I've realised when I got to the end of the video,
oh shit, there.
I hadn't really fully clarified what had happened with the police and how they'd been making me homeless, basically, because I got too emotional. I broke down and it didn't cross my mind to actually explain that a little with a little bit more clarity, so I just thought I'd kind of clear that up a little bit here at the end.
Good stuff.
But essentially what has happened is, because of the bail conditions, I can't go back to the property, which is where all my stuff is. And I can't speak to my mum and dad either. So because of this situation, the police, through the bail conditions, have effectively rendered me homeless. I have no fixed address.
Hey!
Is he one of the gaped?
Yes, well, he's revealed a lot. Let's put it that way. Okay? He's revealed a lot. That is true. Thank you for the super chat.
I'm currently at my sister's.
What is this guy doing?
Sister's house.
Okay.
This is not a long-term solution. It's too small of a house for this to be the thing, and they are a couple. You know, it's just not a long-term solution. It's as simple as that. And so yeah, I just wanted to kind of go. I just wanted to kind of explain that a little bit because I don't know if I made that clear.
You're welcome to get another job. I do agree. I mean, you know, I do try and not take stuff for granted because it's like, I get it, right? Like if you're that fucked, it's like there's so many steps you need to go through in order to be able to do that. Like I kind of get that it's probably like a fuck situation and you're kind of like a bit like, what do you do first type thing. Birmingham trash collector. I'm not a lazy. This all happened 2 months ago. The police thing happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, ugh, dude, I do feel bad for him. I actually do feel bad for him. And you know, I'm not completely heartless. I just think also I'm juxtaposing it with like the bread tubers who are e-begging when they've had like countless fucking opportunities and all the money coming in and stuff like that. And I just think, yeah, I kind of get it. So I do hope he manages to sort his situation out. This is actually a quite entertaining video. I thought it would be good. But yeah, obviously very crazy twists and turns. Well, the problem is now he said all this. I mean, you know, it might be a bit tricky to be a live streamer unless he's got, you know, skin made of iron. Because people are probably going to mock him for all this shit. I mean, talking about your special needs sister watching The Exorcist with you and it leading to your father beating the shit out of you is a pretty bold thing to talk about in public, you know? But if he's got iron... I mean, dude, I don't know. What sort of content would he do? He just says all this and he's just sat there fucking watching the latest Ethan nuke on Hassan. I mean, what the fuck? Which I'm not going to watch, by the way. I'm not watching it. Okay, I know people are going to be like, oh, come on. Nicholas is at VidCon. Please watch it. I'm not watching it. I'm done with it. I predicted and thought this was going to be eternal, never-ending, and I'm not interested in watching a video where it's reaffirmed how bad Hassan is to me numerous times. You know, like, and also, it's not like a decision that it's gonna, like, you know, particularly benefit me. What would benefit me is to sit there and just clap along like a seal and get fucking tons of super chats. But I cannot do it, man. I'm so uninterested in it. I don't think it's going to change anything, no. I'd be very surprised if there's anything that substantive in there. I mean, I'll look at some of the discourse around it just for my own benefit to see what happens with it. But I mean, what new information could be in there? I'm presuming it's going to be a collation of all of the stuff people know about Hassan already, but you know, I could be wrong. Dude. Dude, little fucking rat.
I think.
Where is he?
And part of the reason this is
his fucking gloves, dude.
There's just no real services for men in the UK.
Fuck me, bro.
For this kind of thing, even though homelessness is such a gendered thing towards men. There's just nothing for it, basically. So,
dude, I need him to die
now, and I know she will do everything she can.
I want him dead.
At the end of the day, this is just.
I want him dead.
Thing, so So yeah, I just
fucking
thought
bitch.
that I should make that clear that is what is the case here, and the reason that they're doing this and I'm on bail, and that this isn't now a self-defense case, is because it takes a little bit for them to process and gather the evidence and to change it over, basically.
No!
At the moment, I don't.
No, I missed again!
I'm getting the impression they're trying to say that that I'm at fault, basically, and they want to press charges against me. Now, you can't press charges against someone that you've attacked, okay?
I was panicking.
Especially when all the evidence is in your favour, and I can't show...
Yes, I'm bad, I choked. Yes. When this video is over, I'm going to lock in for a couple of games, and you'll see.
the evidence.
What was he saying anyway?
Is because it takes a little bit for them to process and gather the evidence and to change it over, basically. And at the moment, I don't know exactly what my mum and dad are saying, but I'm getting the impression that they're trying to say that that I'm at fault, basically, and they want to press charges against me. Now, you can't press charges against someone that you've attacked, okay? And especially when all the evidence is in your favour, and I can't show the evidence. I looked it up because I was considering potentially putting the evidence in this video. I said when I was walking around that I wouldn't, but I've had more time to think now. It's tomorrow. It's the next day. And I can't do it because it could interfere with the case, and it could undermine what I'm doing. It could. There's several reasons not to do it. Okay, I looked it up on Grok, all right, and I checked the law and stuff like that, and it's just not a good idea to do it. Now, after the case, and he's found guilty, and he will be found guilty. The evidence is just overwhelming. It completely corroborates all my story. There's just no way. There's just no way.
Dude, that's the kind of thing you can't just grok. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not that big a deal, because if it groks it, it says don't do it, and you don't do it, well, there's no risk, is there? But, like, you know, if you really did want to think about putting it up, you could probably actually ask, like, a lawyer and a solicitor, and they'll probably tell you what's what. But I would guess it probably is a bad idea to put it up.
Way it can possibly go the other way. So when
that's
happens,
fine. That's fine.
And
I agree. It's fine. Right, come on, we're locking in now.
He's found guilty. Whether he pleads guilty or if he's found guilty, either way, it's going to happen.
Bro, this is what's so annoying about playing something like, you know, on stream. Is obviously, yes, I fuck up a lot and I die, and some people probably don't fuck up as much. Everyone fucks up though. But you can just sit there, fuck up, and no one sees it, and you're like, oh shit, okay, well I'll just start another one. Whereas here, it's like, oh, you a fucker, you suck, you suck. You get DSP'd. Dude, I'm starting to feel sympathy for DSP, I get it now. The singlest little mistake or error, and people act like, you know, act like that. It's actually quite disgusting, to be honest with you. Dude, I'm fucked, I'm fucked. I'm raped, I'm raped, I'm raped. I'm raped. Dude.
Then I can release it. Sorry, I just got a message from my sister there. Then I can release it, and I will release it because I want people to know that this is real. I'm not trying to scam anybody. Because one thing I became a bit conscious of last night after I was kind of thinking about it and
tried doing better.
Because when I started this video, it wasn't an idea to me to do a GoFundMe thing.
Get wrecked.
Like that idea literally came to me naturally at the end of the video when I was kind of ranting about, you know, what is that woman's name? You know, the woman that shouted the slur at the kid and whatever and all this stuff. You know, you see all these frivolous GoFundMes and then you're going through something really serious and people are just getting money left, right and centre and you're like, man, I'm literally, what the hell? So, you know what I mean?
I do actually agree with that,
kind of thing crossed my mind and then all of a sudden I was just like, well,
I do think that, like, yeah. If you're in a desperate situation, it's, oh god, dude. There's a thing about this. Oh, fuck, I can't remember the quote or whatever it is. Basically, it's like, the reason charity can suck sometimes is it picks, like, winners and losers based on like, how much attention you can get on something, essentially. Right? And it's like, it could potentially be that the cause that's being supported isn't really that justified. Look at Innuendo Studios is the perfect example of this. Right? Innuendo Studios does not deserve to get $150,000. He deserves to get nothing and his business to fail because he's a fucking moron. But because he's able to get attention on it, he gets the support. And there's not much you can do about it. It's just one of those things. But it's like, it kind of sucks, doesn't it, really, when you think about it? And then he gets to go to fucking Japan with his money. It's actually obscene. It's obscene. Really. Please give me some shotgun. Hey, yo, fuck off, bro. I need shotgun ammo. Holy shit, I didn't get any. Dude, what is it with these people? They literally, you're going to loot something, they come up to you and they fucking on your ass. So let me get my little bits and bobs.
Well, why don't I then? Why don't I just do that? I mean, it's not... I'm not expecting anything, by the way. I'm not expecting...
Because he asked for it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, he asked for it, and he was able to garner attention because he used his platform to bolster his message, which I think makes it subject to tax, but whatever. And I'm saying that, yeah, that's kind of fucked, isn't it? Because, you know, Harmful Opinions pointed this out in his video about it, which I think was like a really good kind of way of looking at it, right? Because this guy, Innuendo Studios, has asked his audience for money to make content, and he's been given all this money to make content for years. And then when he doesn't pay his taxes, he goes back to his audience again and goes, well, you didn't actually give me enough money. I need you to now give me more money. It's like, it's extremely obscene behavior. Dude, bro, it's obviously me. I don't think me and Arthur have had beef. No, we've had a disagreement about a public disagreement about a topic, and that's it. Also, didn't he speak to that pedo or that supposed pedo on my stream after that happened? I think was that the timeline. I can't remember. But no, I don't have any problems with Harmful at all. Beyond any like maybe disagreements about certain topics, no. I mean, I think he's funny. I like his content. I watch his videos sometimes. But you know, either it's a top. I mean, what did I watch recently? When he was talking about that nutty guy. Is this stuff making you a bit paranoid? I guess so. Yeah, a bit, because it's like, you know, you're hearing that like, oh, this person's got a problem with you, and it's like, well, I don't think so, and I think that makes sense, and I think Harmful will come to me. He seems like the kind of guy that would just come to me and say, hey, I got an issue or disagreement on this, if it came to it. Why did you admit to that? Because I'm not worried about admitting to things that are true, that are fairly reasonable. I mean, is it that unreasonable that like some fucking nutter is saying, yeah, everyone's talking about you behind your back, you know, no one's coming on your stream? Of course. Didn't you briefly interact with the Innuendo Studio stuff? Oh no, Agent N reached out to me and said, you know. Oh, also, that's another reason that I know me and Harmful are okay, because if we weren't, Agent N would be A-logging me. So, you know. But, yeah. No, dude, I don't know. Paranoid's probably like the wrong word for it anyway. It's just a bit like, because, you know, I've got so much shit going on outside of this that I'm just like not super bothered about like friendships in, you know, the space or whatever, where it's like, oh no, is this friendship over? Is that friendship over? It's just more of like I just don't understand why if someone would have a problem with me, they wouldn't just say it plainly to me. Because I like to think I'm a fairly reasonable guy. And I'm not the kind of person that insists on hashing stuff out on stream, you know? It's like, we can talk offline if you want, like, it's whatever. And if you're worried I'm going to do something, you can record it if you want to. But yeah. But yeah, dude, I don't know, it's just odd. I just find the whole thing very odd. But as far as I understand it, I don't think that anyone has really got any major problems with me, as far as I understand it. But obviously, if, you know... Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Let's finish this video.
A great deal.
Let me finish these losers.
Or anything like that. I'd be thankful for anything. If
God, these guys are bots.
£100, then that's still
bots or children, call it.
Finding somewhere to stay.
Bots or children.
If it's thousands of pounds, again, even better, but somewhere I can stay, get myself on my feet while I'm looking for a job. If it's tens, if it's hundreds of thousands, then that's life-changing money.
Oh, that's stupid.
I can start to seriously put into something that I can then change, not only my own life, but potentially other people's lives in my life. I mean, if we get to places like 1 million, which I don't really anticipate to happen, by the way. I know that that's more like a delusion to say, but just bear with me here.
Augie probably too. Well, the thing is, right? You know, I've spoken to Augie. We've been on a few streams together and stuff like that. Augie doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that's going to do this weird, like, go behind the scenes and talk to someone behind my back. Like, he'd probably just like laugh about me saying shit about him, and then probably talk some shit back, which is what you would expect, right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like he'd just do that with it. I don't think he'd be like, oh my god, Chud said that I'm doing treats for tricks on stream now. He'd probably just be like, oh, well, fucking yeah, well, that bold gok chaser can fucking fuck off or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Like I've always got that kind of like feeling from him that he just doesn't think it's that deep. And you know, I just don't think it would be an issue. I've not spoken. Well, I've not spoken to Nick for what, a week or so. But the last time we spoke was about an unrelated matter. I think it was to do with copyright stuff, and there was no sense that there was any problems. It was just kind of fairly unremarkable, brief backwards and forwards. But I don't know, dude. I mean, as far as I know, no. I mean, obviously it was a bit tense after I was talking shit about him on stream, but you know. It's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I genuinely sat here like, if anyone's got a problem with me, you know, tell me and we can talk about it. Fine. And I just don't think there is a problem. I think that what's probably happened is there's been some like behind the scenes maybe discussion or maybe a bit of venting somewhere, and Tommy's just kind of blasted it all publicly. But that's been the other difficult thing. It's like, I don't want to like rope other people into this. If they don't want to get involved, then that's their right. But then when they get spoken about, it's like, you know, I don't want to go and relitigate the New Year's stream again because I know it was like kind of a hot topic for a while and stuff like that. And it's like, but when someone is just totally wrong about it, you kind of have to. You kind of have to say, well, no, you're wrong, and here's how you're wrong, and here's the fucking details of it, you know? Yeah. Well, I think the thing with Willie is that, because he kept saying, like, there's something there. I think he was obviously bothered by my criticism of his video and didn't want to tell me about it, which is whatever. But I would presume that he's probably recognising that Tommy's getting raped and he's like, oh, okay. Probably not wanting to be near that, I'd presume. But, you know, like I say, if people aren't going to stand on business and say what's what, I mean, what can you do? But yeah. There we go. What can you do? I mean, you know, like I say, I'm not... Dude, this mortgage shit is so fucking irritating because I'm realising that I need to have a higher budget for my mortgage, which I think I can get. So I need to speak to the mortgage guy about it. But there's like a black mark on my credit report. And it's not even my fault. It's because a previous bank I had transferred a balance to a new account and they left a £7 debit when it didn't have an overdraft facility. And then they sent me a letter and said, we've sorted it out. But they didn't tell me that it had gone down as like a black mark on my credit file. So now I'm having to make a complaint to them for them to sort it out. They said, in 5 days and we'll give you an update. And they just sent me an email and said, yeah, we're still looking into it. And it's like, what is there to look into? Just fucking wipe it off my credit file because you're retards. It's like, yeah, it's like $10 for the $10. I said, when I found them, I was like, I'll give you like £7 now if it sorts it out. Just what is going on? Unbelievable. So, you know, like I've had in my past, I've had debt issues, but it's so long ago, none of it's on there. It is literally, that's the only like black mark on my credit file. So now the problem is that I need to see if I can get a higher budget for my mortgage and borrow more. But the problem is that until that's resolved, it's not really, I can't really do that because I need to get that sorted, and then they can look with my credit file with no black marks as it should be, and then hopefully I'll be able to get what I'm after. So yeah, man, it's just like really annoying. It's like there's so many little steps, and then one step can stop the next step, and then you need to stop and sort that out, and then go back to the step you were at before. Anyway, sorry, it feels a bit gauche, doesn't it, talking about my mortgage when this fucking guy's like, I'm totally broke, I'm totally raped, please help me.
If there was a possibility that it would get to that kind of level, where I was looking at something really life-changing, like,
dude, I hate these little...
800,000, a million, something like that, right? I just
Oh.
wanted to say, like, I wanted to
Bender!
clarify as well, like,
Bender!
what I would do with the money. When I said in the video I would do something with it, I want to be more specific. I don't want it to be vague. So I want you to know what kind of things I have in mind. And I'm not going to go through all my business ideas. I've got a few, and I'll give them very briefly to you, just so you know I've got a solid idea here. I'm not just pulling things out of my arse. These are things that I've thought about many times over the years. So I live in a seaside town in North Wales.
Doxed.
And it's quite well known for being very run down. It's actually one of the most deprived areas in Wales. In fact, I think it is the most deprived area in Wales. Financially. And the high street is like a ghost town. And it is literally just desolate, basically. There used to be attractions. It used to be known as a seaside attraction place. There was a fairground. There was a great big swimming pool with slides. There was an outdoor swimming pool. There was all these attractions. There was donkeys and stuff that pull carriages up and down. And there was a serious reason to come to Rhyl as a holiday destination at one point. But now, just like a lot of places in the...
Yeah, I mean, look, this guy, like... Listen, as I've said, yeah, I feel bad for this guy. But I don't really know, like... you need to be in a much more stable position before you start doing this. GoFundMe for business money is not a good idea. Like, get a job, get yourself somewhere to live. I'm sure he's doing that already, don't get me wrong. But yeah, this is like quite delusional to think that you're going to be able to get seed money for a business from the GoFundMe shit. I know, I was just manic. Okay, Christ Scourge, thank you. The Christ Scourge in chat is the guy, by the way, if you want to, you know, put anything to him. If it's something to do for business, why not just get the money from a bank? Well, that's the problem, is obviously a business loan requires a level of stability. They're not just going to take any fucker that comes in and be like, yeah, can I have a bunch of money to start a business? What's your home address? Don't have one. Waiting for the council to give me a flat to live in. Oh, okay.
North of England and Wales and places like that. These places just get left behind. They get left behind. London and southern places and cities.
Oh God,
are
my team's getting absolutely wrecked.
Seem to matter to the government. And places like Rhyl just get left to rot.
No.
And if I got money, like life-changing money, like £1 million, then I would use that for something good. I would start a business. Now, I have a few business ideas, but one that always came to me. Now, I'm a bit of a nerd. I'll just be upfront about that. I'm a bit of a nerd. And I'm big on my video games. I'm big on arcade games. When I was a kid, when we used to go on holiday to Rhyl, when I was a kid, we used to go to the arcades. And the arcades are well known in Rhyl, on the seafront. And we'd go there, and they used to have actual games. They used to have Street Fighter, you know, Metal Slug they'd have in there. They'd have Mortal Kombat. They'd have racing games. They'd have I'm trying to think.
Oh my God, dude, just die already!
Classic arcade game, Pac-Man, all this stuff. They'd have all the classic stuff, right?
Fuck.
And it was awesome. We'd love going. It was a bit expensive because you'd have to pay like 50p, and at the time when I was like, what, 7 or 8, 50p was a bit of money back then. It's fucking nothing now, but back then that was like a little bit of money, even though it seems like a small amount. But it was like $50 for the American audiences, kind of like that. But we're talking about like the late 90s here. So it could be a little bit expensive to go in the arcades, but it was great and we loved it. We loved it growing up. And over the years, now that we moved to Rill later in life, you know, when I was about 11 or so, that's when we moved down there. And over the years, I've watched the arcades degrade. They're now basically scams. They're just gambling holes now.
You were a snake with the dress. Not to Aiden but to Big Bungie. Recklessly throwing out succulent bait he could never resist. Commentary's strongest soldier gone in the blink of an eye. So sad.
Hey, not a leech. Thank you for the $10. Dude, it is sad that Big Bungie's gone, but like... Well, his video went up. I think he did a video on Rumble, and people were, and then on YouTube as well. People were like, watch his YouTube video, and I was like, I can't watch the video of someone who's just been banned from YouTube on YouTube because I'm gonna guess that like it's probably not safe. And then lo and behold, the video got taken down from YouTube like the same day. The bit was getting played out. Okay, do you think that because he made a video about iDubbbz again? Is that why, or just generally? Oh, you didn't watch it, okay. I don't know, I thought it was quite funny. Every video I watched was quite funny. I don't know, dude. Some fucking guy I'm playing with. Why do they want to go to here? Okay, fine.
Everything's a 2p machine, everything's a slot machine, everything's a claw grabber, everything's just designed to extract money from people and not actually give any real entertainment value. Not giving you a memory, not giving you an atmosphere of fun or anything like that. They've barely updated themselves. They even still play the same songs in the claw machines that they were playing when I was a kid over 20 years ago.
The thing is, though, but that's like a nostalgia factor, surely. I would have thought that that would be like a sort of nostalgic experience, and if you're going in there. Did I take my finasteride today? I can't remember. I'm just going to take another one just to be on the safe side.
So, these things are designed to be scams, more or less. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a proper arcade like there used to be? But not like where you have to pay on every machine. There's a new thing, there's a modern thing that they do in the UK here. There's a couple of them. I've been to some of them.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
There's one in Bury.
You pay a flat fee.
There's one in Manchester. There's one in Liverpool.
Pay a flat fee.
And there's probably others as well, but these are just ones.
Pay as much as you want for an hour.
But there's not many of them. There's a few, but they're in cities mainly. And they're usually multi-story buildings with loads of classic arcade machines, dance machines, all that stuff. You know, all the fun stuff. And you pay on the door, so you pay something like £20–30. I'd have to look into the price.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Zion
the problem is it already exists.
Arcades.
Hey, Puddle Sucker! Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that.
Prices to get into like marketing and like how to actually price everything, but it's roughly about £20–30. You pay on the door. You can stay as long as you want.
As long as you want.
And you can use all the machines for free after that. So you're basically just paying to go in there. It's like a play park or something. You're paying to go in so that you can just use all the arcade machines, and you can stay as long as you want. You basically treat it as a day out. And some of these places have bars in there as well where you can get drinks. So you can get a little bit loaded up and play some arcade machines with your friends and stuff. And I was just thinking of doing something like that. Make a real attraction for Rill, because Rill has no attractions right now, more or less. It's got a couple of things that you could call attractions that the council have tried to set up, but they're not really. They don't bring people in. They thought they would. They actually got rid of real attractions to make way for these new ones.
I don't know why I did that.
Bring anybody in.
That was stupid of me.
Incompetent. Okay, I'm just going to have to be very blunt about that. So if I had life-changing money like that, this is the kind of thing I would do. I would set up something like this. I would maybe even set up a bar, a separate bar that would be more of a cultural hub, because all the bars and all the clubs and stuff like that are stuck.
I mean, I don't think this is like a terrible idea if there isn't something like that already in your area. But like the problem is the stability issue, and like the difference between fanciful ideas about running a business and then actually running a business, particularly when it involves like outgoings, rent, energy costs, costs for fucking machines, costs for fucking food that you're gonna have to serve, drinks you're gonna have to serve, like then wanting to get that all back, it gets very complicated very quick. And if you're not experienced in running a business, this is all stuff that you're not going to be able to do correctly unless you've got the knowledge. You know what I mean? It's like, you're a bit delusional to think that it's just like, oh yeah, I could do this. Well, no, you can't do this.
What the fuck?
I mean, the thing is, okay, even if you've got the money to front it, right? What do you know about, like, dude, this is what I'm saying. What do you actually know about starting a business? Do you know about the nuts and bolts with it? Oh god, my team's getting fucked, man.
Bro. Some help would be nice.
It's like setting up a business. You are essentially setting up like this kind of like micro bureaucracy that you need to have knowledge of how the different bits and pieces work, interact, what forms you need, what licensing you need, establishing, catering services, having a bar, like it's all very complicated. I mean, I'm not trying to listen. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to be a dick about it, right? And I know that this fellow's in chats, looking for our advice and guidance and views and commentary. But it just feels a bit, delusional to me. Like, how much will it cost to get all the arcade machines? There's a good question. Do you know how much have you costed that? Because that could end up being quite expensive, I would imagine. And let's say you cost it, and then you want to get like a loan, because I don't think a GoFundMe is going to be able to fund it, right? Do you know what level of profit you need to achieve in order to then make money for yourself and also pay back the loans that you've got and pay back whatever investment you've got? Just like, there's a lot to this that you probably just need to spend some time researching before you can even think about going down this route. Bro. What's that flute music? What is that flute music? How do I mute? Okay. Okay, I'm not going to mute it. I like it, actually. I actually quite like it. I actually quite like it. How do I turn on? Hello? 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 Can you turn your music down, please? Hello? Hello? Your music! Please turn down your music. I don't know how to do it, man. I don't know how to do it, dude. Por favor. Turn it off. Okay, he's turned it off now.
2015, they're still playing The Killers. They're still playing I Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas and all that stuff.
Okay, dude. No, I'm not muting it. It's going to give me the energy I need to win. Dude, it's so loud, dude. It's ridiculous. Fatigue behavior. Total headphone dodger. I think you need to get into the vibes, guys, honestly. It'll be fine. Where's the other one? See, look, dude, it's making me play better. Here we go, he's in here. Bot eliminated. Bot eliminated. Yo! Where is this fucking dude? Is he up higher? I don't have to do PT push to talk. Did he run away? I can't hear if he's running away or not. Okay, I think another try is going to start up in a sec. Let's get in there, come on. No, no. Oh, we need to reload, no. No! No! Come on, get in there, lads. Yes, get in there, come on. Come on, he's got it. He's got it. He's got him. You got him. Come on, you got him. Yeah. Oh no. Stay with the same team. No, I'm good, thanks. Bro, this is insane. It's still playing. Yeah. Wow, Fortnite's a great game, isn't it? Really connects you with people, even beyond when you might reasonably want to be connected to them. Anyway, I need a piss anyway. I'll be back in a second. Enjoy. I'm back. Come on, let's go. Oh, no music this time. That sucks. Right, come on. Let's lock in.
2010 and stuff. Honestly, it's dire. It's very dire. In real, the scene, the culture, people are screaming out for it. They want what it is that I would offer, but nobody is willing to offer it, and nobody has the money. Nobody has the.
By the way, that's another problem as well. If you've got an idea for a business in a certain area, and it's something that already exists in other places, but it isn't in the area that you're in, you've got to start to question: is there potentially a reason for that? Like, am I dealing with like an opportunity to do something, or is it just that it doesn't work for whatever reason in this particular area, or someone's costed it up? Oh, ho, 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 dude! That guy got absolutely fucked. J-Bay Pirate! Ha ha ha! Get owned, bitch! Did you see that? Because it could be that the market just isn't really amenable to your idea, even if you think, and it is potentially a good idea, there could be just reasons that it might not work, and someone's done like an analysis of the area and considered that, you know, it's just money. No, it's not. Okay. The thing is, an arcade, like those arcades that have got the 2p machines and stuff like that, right? They make money hand over fist. 2p machines are an absolute fucking money spinner, right? Okay? And you can't really replicate that with a play as much as you want model. So it could be that an arcade is sustained through like gambling and 2p machines and stuff like that. But then when it comes to, you know, the arcade stuff, there's some profit there. But like, do you know what I mean? It's like, is that maybe something that's propping up that particular arcade? I don't know. It's like, I don't know what the fucking economics of it are, but it's just things like that that make me think, okay, well, if those kind of arcades work and there's not a play as much as you want for a set free model, is there a potential reason for that? Get fucking wrecked.
Nobody wants to invest. Nobody wants anything. If I had money like that, I would do it.
Whoa.
But not only this, I would do other things. I would probably do youth programs for young lads, because there's just nothing for lads. There's just nothing for boys. And I see them hanging out on the high street in real life.
Where's my
hanging
team?
outside McDonald's, getting into Mither, getting into trouble,
Fuck's
getting
sake,
thrown out of
dude.
McDonald's, having fights around the corner, and whatever. And just wrecking their lives because there's nothing to do. There's nothing. They're probably abused at home. Terrible family life. They come out, take all the frustrations out. There's nothing to give them joy. There's nothing to give them a sense of hope or something that can push them forward. And I would love to give them that, because I never had that either. So I keep telling myself I'm not going to cry, and then every time I start saying something that I feel
my
passionate
god, this
about,
dude is unreal, man. Stop crying all the time, bro.
It's hard, man. It's hard. I'm not trying to be a teary-eyed guy, okay? I'm usually fairly well put together, you know. I'm not, you know, crying all the time.
Is he going to get his
This has
cards?
been very highly emotional and stressful, as you can probably understand. So I just wanted to clear up what is going on with me, okay, at the end, because I don't think I was being very clear. Like I say, the police have made me homeless, essentially, and that is why I'm making this video. That is why it's a cry for help.
Oh god, he didn't even
If
get
I'm
the
asking
cards,
for
man.
money, I want to make sure that I'm asking for it with a clear vision that there's something I'm going to do with it. I'm not just going to spend it frivolously. So that's why I'm saying the things that I'm saying, okay? I'm not saying it because I expect to get all that money. I don't expect to get anything necessarily. But I'm going to do my hardest to get as many eyes on this as possible, because men shouldn't be suffering in silence. I believe that, and I've always believed that. I'm not the traditional man in certain respects. I am in some ways, and in other ways I'm not.
This guy's a wretch. You guys are so mean. Oh yeah, did you check YouTube drama? There looks to be a response to SC allegations that passed you by. No, I've looked for tomorrow's stream, definitely. We're gonna need something to talk about other than the forever retard war. You know what I'm talking about. Those that shall not be named, though I stream any longer. But yeah, I'll take a look at that for sure. No, I'm talking about Israel-Palestine, obviously.
And I feel very strongly that men should talk
No,
about.
not me. Not me.
in,
Nothing's
like,
doing me.
necessarily how women do it, but I do think there is room for men to have that in their own way.
Normal stream tomorrow.
And I would love to be a spearhead in figuring that out for men, helping figure out. At the moment, we've got certain things like men's sheds.
Is that guy
and stuff like
fighting?
that, but I think we can push these ideas a bit further. I think that we're heading into a time more people are starting to get aware of men's issues and stuff like that. More people are starting to have sympathies with it. There's still very strong pushback, very, very strong pushback. It's still very taboo. But it is waking up more.
Oh, these guys
it's
are bots.
waking up more. And this issue with me is somewhat of a men's rights issue on this level because of the lack of services for men. And even the reason that I got arrested by the police is partly due to me being a man. Because my mum and everyone were crying and stuff and making themselves look sympathetic to the police because they spoke to them before they spoke to me.
Oh, shit.
And I do believe that partly they saw a woman crying and they saw me being angry because I'd been attacked. And I wasn't shouting and screaming, but I was angry, obviously.
Let's get in there, come on.
And I was saying things like, I have rights to be here, which I do. There are laws about this. I'm not a tenant exactly.
Shit.
But we did have written and
Whoa,
verbal
whoa,
agreements that I would be staying there, and all my stuff is there. So there's proof and evidence to show that we had agreements for me to be there. And I do have some level of
Where's
rights.
our teammate at?
They can't just evict me like that. They can't do that. It's not like a trespassing thing. So.
Oh, come on, dude.
You know, so.
Where's our fucking teammate, bro?
They were saying to my mum and dad that I'm entitled and all this stuff. That's what they were coming at. And this is the kind of stuff that my mum and dad say about me, which is not true. I'm not an entitled person like that. So, yeah, it's just I just thought I should add an addendum to this. It's gone on a bit longer than I thought it would. I thought I would just do this quickly, 5 minutes, but it's hard for me to get all my thoughts out sometimes. I'm a bit scatterbrained.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing that I was able to even be as concise as I was yesterday on that thing. It's just I've been thinking about it so much. I'd been in the cell. I've been thinking about everything. So, anyway. So this isn't any.
Oh, dude, he's gonna do it
anymore.
Where's our teammate? Where's the teammate
gone?
No!
Add an addendum just to make things a bit clearer. Just make sure that people realise. Oh, and there was another thing that I wanted.
And now
to
he's
say
gonna
very
get him up
quickly
again
as well, and that is about if people believe that this might be a scam of some kind, or that like I'm making this up, or just to get money or something like that, which does happen, and so I've got to be conscientious of that. Okay. I know that that is a suspicion that people might have out there, and I've just got to be real about that. The way I've done certain things, there's certain things I can show. So I can't show the video evidence, I can't show the voice recording, but I can show pictures of my injuries.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest with you, this seems totally delusional. You need to go and get a fucking job. Maybe in the future, if you get back together and you manage to figure out some sort of business plan for this, fair enough. But, like, you need to just fucking get the basics of your life right, man. Like, what the fuck, dude?
And that will corroborate some of my story, especially the bruise on my bum. So you will be able to see those pictures on the GoFundMe. Because I don't think I can put them on the video, because it might get the video taken down. Because obviously it's a picture of my bum. Right, it's not my whole bum. You can see my arse crack. Okay, it's a bit embarrassing. I don't want to have to be showing pictures of my bum, but it corroborates that we fell down. Okay,
no,
so that it just corroborates part of my story. Right.
Oh. What?
So I can show that. I can show some of my injuries to show.
Dude, what the fuck?
This incident did occur. I can also.
Dude, that guy got fucked up.
The other thing that to say that it isn't a scam is that I've not edited anything from that video or this one or anything. I've not done any edits, any cuts or anything.
No.
The only thing I'm bleeping out is names, and that's it, just to protect the identities of my family and stuff like that, which is for obvious reasons. I feel like everyone should be able to understand that. Okay, legal and just personal, private reasons. I just don't want my sister's names and all that stuff out there. Okay, that's just, I shouldn't even have to explain that anymore. So, but that's the only.
After
thing
this video, I'm going to lock in for like one more game, and then I'll be done.
And you'll see that if you watch the whole video, you'll see that that is the only thing. There's no cuts, no nothing. That means I'm not reading from a script. I'm not doing double takes. I'm not stopping and starting, doing another take because I needed to get my story straight or anything like that. I don't need to get my story straight because
Go
it's the
on,
truth.
Gonzo.
It's already straight. So that's everything that needs to be said on that. But I just want to make it clear that, like, this is not a scam. This is not me just making things up. This is a legitimate situation.
Dude, Christ, it's the fact that guys in chat is so funny. Why are you even talking at all, you void of a person? My life is a mess. I need to start an arcade. Here's my tragic backstory. Dude, I like the energy, I must say. I must say.
That is happening. So I just thought I'd nip that in the bud before, because I just know what the internet is like. I've been on the internet since I was a kid. I know what the internet is like. I know how people are, their mentality. So I'd rather just say that I probably will still have people saying it's fake anyway. But at the very least, I've said this. So, and I've done my best to prove it. And like I say, in time, when the guilty verdict comes through, I will release everything, just so that people do have that peace of mind, that comfort of mind that their money went to something that was real. It wasn't just a bullshit.
He's fighting. He's fighting in chat. Let's go.
And I won't be able to give like daily updates or anything like that necessarily. But I can.
Are you going to follow? Dude, I've just spent fucking 3 hours watching this fucking loser nobody's video. No, I'm not following up on it. What, are you fucking mad? Are you mad? No. I just watched it because I fucking, you know, I said I'd watch it. I said, oh, I'll throw it up on a gaming stream sometime, you know. And then he asked me about it again, and I was like, okay, well, I've got nothing to do on Thursday. I mean, I'm not streaming Thursday, and I can only do a couple of hours, so I'll just throw it up while I play a game. Okay? So that's what I've done. No, I'm not looking to follow up on this. No. It is literally just, I'm watching this video for a laugh on a day where I've got to pick my kids up from school when I normally wouldn't. And so I put this on. That's it. That's all that's happening with this. Maybe we could do a VC at some point in the future. I don't know, man. I mean, this is just like complete shit and nonsense. I can't really justify dedicating hours of you arguing with chat on you know, a normal stream. If we get really desperate for content, maybe. But yeah. I am kind of interested in the idea of people coming on and talking to him. Do you know what I mean? That might be fun, but we'll see. Look, Dickers is in chat. I'm sure Dickers is desperate. He'll do anything for fucking a fucking hour of stream content.
And give updates when things occur. So if I get... the only other update I have to this situation is that my dad has been questioned. I don't know what he said. I don't know what's going to come from that necessarily, but he has been questioned, and I do know that. So, and he's been shown the video. He's been shown the evidence.
Guys, you do realise, right? I'm not interested in every single thing that people say about me. And you don't need to come to me and go, oh, can you comment on this, Chud? Queeman made what I presume is some sort of throwaway comment about you yesterday. Can you comment on this, please? Losers. Literal losers. Don't care. Fuck off.
Against him. Now, I don't know what he said in response to that. So, we'll find out. But, like I say, I can give updates when things occur.
Chud, Scrimblow Bimblow and Glop Shitto were talking about you yesterday. Any comment on that? No, I didn't listen to it. I don't care, and I don't know why you're listening to it either. What a fucking waste of everyone's time.
I just can't tell you when those things are going to occur. Legal things do take time. So it's just, that's as simple as that. Also, with the money, if I did get any money, obviously, of course, the main priority is finding somewhere for me to live. Obviously, I would do that. When I'm talking about the business stuff, that's like a long-term thing that I'm talking about here. So just, you know, let's just make sure we're all on the same page there. Anyway, I've gone on way too long, man. I've gone on way too long.
Anyway, come on, I'm locking in.
Already very long. So
this video's finished now. I'm locking in.
Watch the video. Thank you to everyone that shared it. Thank you to everyone that showed me support in this moment, whether it's monetarily or just sharing the video, whatever it is. I don't really care what it is. I just thank you so much, all of you.
There you go.
I want to say thank you to all my family that have supported me and helped me as well. and all I can do is just say thank you. And I want to say thank you to God as well, because I said a prayer when I was in that cell, and things changed after that prayer. I'm not normally a prayer person. I am a Christian, but I'm not really a prayer person. I'm a very unorthodox Christian, and but I felt a strong urge to pray, so I did. For like some guidance, for strength, and I also thanked him, even no matter what happens.
Dude, I'm totally away
on
from
the path that I need punishment or they need punishment. I don't care.
Whoa, what?
I'll take it either way, because that's what your will
God,
is.
dude.
But since then, things have been happening, and I don't know what it is, man. But I just feel like it's gonna sound really cringy. It's going to sound really, really cringy, and I know a lot of the atheists in the audiences are going to be really turned off by me saying this, but I'm not going to lie, I do feel like God is with me a bit here. And it feels weird to say. I've never said things like that in my life.
Let's go! Oh, man.
But it does honestly feel like that. There's just very unusual things going on at the moment. I just feel like
God guides his every move.
It's not like miraculous. It's not supernatural, but it's just stuff that makes me go. I don't know. I can't even explain it, mate. I'm not gonna try. I can't even explain it. I'm not gonna try. But things are looking positive, and I feel confident about putting this out there. I was nervous about it first, but I feel confident about it now. So thank you to everyone. Thank you. Thank you to God, and hopefully next time that I make a video and update everybody, I have something more positive to say.
Excellent news.
So thank you very much.
Let's go! Okay, there we go, guys. I did have a feeling that was going to be great content, and I was right, obviously.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make
fuck, dude!
Off depressed people?
Whoa! Bro! I had him! I had him! Dude, he fucking fucked it up. I didn't even kill him, bro! You can't be serious. I fucking had that guy. Oh my god, dude. That's ridiculous. Dude, I literally did, and he came in and fucking spooked him off. Ridiculous. Anyway, guys, I'm locking in. I've got like, there's one more game, then I'm going, okay? But no, that was quite an entertaining little video. I'm glad we did that. The Vader AI is finished now. One more victory royale before I go. Yeah, exactly. Whoa! Okay, I didn't have that guy. I didn't have that guy, that's for sure. Anyway, it's because I wasn't properly locked in, okay? It's because it wasn't like, you know, I was... you know. I'm locking in now. I'm not even going to look at chat. I'm just going to focus 100% on the game. No worries. Price Scourge. Thank you very much for the video, and thank you for popping by. Appreciate it. I believe you mentioned you had some sort of appointment, so good luck. Good luck with what you're doing. And I hope you manage to sort your wretched, pathetic life out. Thank you. Oh. I will link the video in chat, and you know, obviously, if you want to hear more from that guy, you can go and take a look, okay? Oh. Well, maybe this guy will beat us. We'll see. He's got our cards. I would leave, but I hate. He's there anyway. I hate it when you know when you're playing this kind of game and it's like you get someone's cards, particularly if you've had to do some sort of move to get it, and they just leave. Like, what the fuck, dude? Just wait like a minute. Christ Scourge is it? You can't deny Christ Scourge is a good sport. He did say to me, you know, mock me. I've been a viewer of yours for a while. Mock me, whatever you want to do. It's fine. You should chill. I probably should, yeah. I'll chill a little bit. Guys, thank you as always for watching. I very much appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. Couldn't do this without you. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm going to be streaming for another what? 30 minutes or so. No normal stream today, unfortunately. I'm otherwise engaged, but we'll be back to normal tomorrow. So, there's that. If you want to support the stream, there's TTS on for super chats. There is not TTS for tips, but if you drop me a tip, let me know and I'll read it out. Our memberships also should have TTS on as well. There's no minimum. No minimum. Have you moved yet? No. I'm not going to be moving for some time. It's going to be months before I move. I mean, it's purchasing a house. It's quite complicated, unfortunately. But yeah, I've not gone to my new weird schedule. Hey!
Why did you make the goal so high? How are we going
because
to
I'm greedy.
do this?
Because I'm greedy.
Chat Plaza try.
Thank you for the $10, Paprika. Also, I think it's run out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Maybe I should set up another one. Perpetuate the greed. No, I just didn't want to fuck around with it if it ended, so. Right, let's do all the colours. There we go. There we go. Oh. Dude, it's basically... Oh, fuck, my mouse settings are... They're different on Fortnite than I am on my desktop, so it doesn't click in properly and my mouse settings don't lock in properly. But anyway, there we go. Oh, no. No, not an attic stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's a normal stream. This weekend is normal streams. Next week, it's going to be normal streams. It's going to be a birthday stream, actually, on Wednesday, because it's my birth date. Thursday, Friday should be normal. And then Saturday, the attic streams begin.
Him back. Get your house.
Babka, hey! Thank you very much for the $5. Appreciate it. I'm not playing with Techie, unfortunately, no. I'm only playing one more game and then I gotta go. If only Techie wanted to play me. Dude, I should have done like a total bait title, shouldn't I? Drop in Tomato Town with Techie. People will be like, what? Oh my god. I can't believe it. I need Techie to carry me, to be honest. Yeah, basically, Nicholas has said to me, listen, Chud, okay? Obviously, been some incidents recently. There's one way you can get back into the good graces of the Cabal. You must play Fortnite on stream. Dude, I fucking hate these people that do this gay shit with cars. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, where the... Come on, he's nearly down. Oh my god, dude. I've only got a pistol, man. Dude, how am I supposed to... Oh my god, dude. I know I'm in the storm, but I'm trying to fucking shoot the guy. Oh my god. Disaster. Total fucking disaster. No. No. Stop drinking the potion. Stop drinking the bloody potion. Get fucking wrecked, bitch. Get absolutely fucking owned. Shit. No, I'm fucked though. No, no, no. I hit the rock. No! What a pussy, man. What a fucking pussy! I don't think I need to reload there. Yeah, I don't like the pump shotgun. I'm really not a fan of it. I prefer the auto shotgun. Owned by a 6-year-old. Those guys are pretty good players as well, to be fair. Also, if I'd had better long-range weapons, I probably would have killed that other guy. But I need a pistol. Cope. Stylo's sole goal when I'm doing a gaming stream is literally just to mock me relentlessly. That's all he does. Very typical of my viewers, honestly. You do well, it gets ignored. You do badly, you get raped. Come on, gang, let's go. Come on. No, it's not ranked. I'm actually platinum ranked on this, but it's quite tough. And I hate solo battle royale. I'm really not a fan. Even if it's randoms, I'd rather play with the team. Come on. Oh, got some respawns going off. This guy's got beast mode activated. Yeah, dude, I mean, I guess it's because other streamers have got different rules on it, but other streamers, that you're not allowed to say anything negative about the gameplay, and if you do, you get banned. We're implementing a new rule. Any negative comment is an immediate ban. Sick of it. Sick of this bullshit. Your free speech is over. Are you going to follow the rules? Are you going to follow the rules? Are you going to follow the rules? Oh, man, was there... Oh, there's a shield potion there. Lovely. Juice it up. Juice it up. Right. Is there any loot up here? Because I could do with some more gear, really. My guns kind of suck. Oh, slurps. We got some slurps. We got some slurps. Got some slurps. Well, that'll do, won't it? Dude, this is all fucked up and I've got to go anyway. Can you give me a hate crime challenge? Hey guys, this is Chud Logic. I'm here on Fortnite and I'm going to give you a hate crime challenge. What you need to do is hunt down every ethnic player on the Fortnite map and you need to emote on them when you knock them. You need to do the whistling like Dixie emotes when you knock them. Wearing the Confederate soldier skin. Have you seen the Angry Owl? He has this funny clip combination of you. I can't say that I have, no. Whoa. No! My team! It's me now, my team! He's got me up there! Well, we're getting hit, bro! No! Okay, right, last game, we're locking in 100%, okay? 100%. Oh shit, Shelby had an interview on a podcast, did he? That's pretty wild. Is it good? Is it bad if I watch it though? Because I think it's bad to platform him like that personally. Not, but well, I just personally wouldn't do it because I'm concerned about the considerations of him being so mentally ill. Right, one more game and then I've got to go, okay? And I'm locking in. Yeah, Teki's Teki's going to be in this one. Right, come on. Oh wait, what? Proud Mom did I get killed by Proud Mom? Oh no. No, I won't be late. It's all good. How long is it? How long's the longest match of Fortnite? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? I got time. Oh. Dude, maybe it is stream sniping, true. Didn't you say... Yeah, I don't have time, unfortunately. I'll watch it tomorrow on my normal stream. I think we had quite a lot of fun with the other fish tank recap. Yeah, I think the season's pretty fun, yeah. Right, guys, okay, the thing is like, when you watch a streamer that's a gaming streamer, they like never look at chat because when you do, you lose focus. And then I just get one guide. So I need to just, I'm literally staring at the screen now. Okay? So I'll read your comments after. It's not cope, it's real, it's real. It's real. Here we go, come on. Okay. Right, come on. I'm listening, yep, right, let's go. Okay, locking in, yep. Dropping there, cool. Here we go, come on. 2 audience captured, true. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Right, come on. It's going to be easy. Get some good guns, get some shields up. Oh, he's landing pretty close. Gotta watch out for that guy. Watch out for that dude. Get his chest opened. Beautiful. Okay, that's a good gun. We're laughing. Get back to my team, get back to my team. Get his chest opened. Got some range, yes please. Good stuff. Got some footsteps nearby. Oh. Oh shit, I can't get in. Need to help my teammate, he's gonna get fucked up. Okay, these guys are bots, it's fine. Where's that coming from? Over there. See, look, we're locked in, 100%. Where's the rest of these boxes here? Come on. Superb gameplay. High-level gameplay happening right now. Oh, shit. Teammate needs help. Easy. Ha ha ha! I get wrecked. Ha ha! Oh no, I want that. There we go. Absolute gaming is occurring right now. Get that reloaded. So I think I need to change my, I don't know what the meta is, but I think the Fury Assault Rifle is actually good at like close to mid range. Yeah, I think I need to use this. Yeah, the Deadeye DMR is kind of meh, isn't it? I think the Spire Rifle is better for longer range. Why no Warzone? I'm actually a bit bored of Warzone, to be honest. I played a bit yesterday. And I don't know, man. It just wasn't really hitting for me. And I've been enjoying playing Fortnite more recently. That's all. I think that they had it just right when the dance came out and I was really enjoying it. But I don't know what it is. It's like it just doesn't feel right at the moment. Your subconscious wants you to stream with Techie. Oh my god. Well, Fortnite is a fun game. It's just, you know, I don't know what it is about Warzone. It's like, dude, when the dance came out, it was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. But since they've changed things and updated things, it's just not felt quite the same. Season 4 is a filler season. There's no reason to play. Black Ops sucks at the moment. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is a sentiment that's shared by like a lot of players, right? It's not just me. Oh shit, players here. Whoa! Help me out, guys, please. Dude, what was that? Oh my god, bro. Get in there, get in there. You got full shields, bro. Oh my god. Don't worry, Beastie's gonna sort it. Dude, he's fucking tearing the building apart, dude. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Get the res off. Yeah, that's the latest Fortnite update. That is the one thing about Fortnite that I don't like, is the sort of like WoW stuff like that. Like, what was it when they had the Dragon Ball Z collaboration? And it was the Kami Haha, whatever. I was actually sponsored for that. I played Fortnite for money that time. Oh, I didn't mention earlier either, did I? Right? I think I mentioned one of my boys was sick, so he came round for a couple of hours this morning, and we played Fortnite together. I played Fortnite with him for the first time because I realised that I can set him up on the Xbox and I can be on my PC. And he loved it. He thought it was great. He was obviously absolutely terrible at the game, but you know. I think because it was literally like it was the equivalent of a brand new account because I've never played it on my Xbox before. So I think we were put in like utter shitter lobbies, like total bot lobbies. Because the players were just like, I mean, it was ridiculous. But obviously he didn't know any different, you know? So he enjoyed it. Oh, shit, wrong thing. No. Dude! God. Where's all my good shit gone? Dude, these kill switch revolvers are good. I think yeah, I'm gonna take those rather than that. Okay. Kamehameha. 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 Okay. So that wolf thing's just stupid. I know it's probably like got some weakness, but dude, it's so stupid. The way they can just tear through a building like that, it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like when they add stuff like that, because it's just silly OP nonsense, you know. A good Kamehameha could tear through reality, much less a building. Okay. I don't know about all that. Anyway, what's going on here? We need to get out of here. It's better than whatever. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude. With the COD events, that's the other thing that's kind of annoying about it. You play in a COD event, you open a chest, and this big coin flops out, and it's like, and you pick it up, and it's like, cha-ching, really fucking loud. Why do they make the sounds of that shit so loud, dude, and so fucking obnoxious? Just do it a bit more subtly, surely. The Terminator one was really bad. It just, and even when you'd done all the things, and you couldn't, no point collecting anymore, they still kept falling out of the bloody chests. The short bus. Dude, did Fortnite think this through? Your squad is going to have to travel in the short bus. Dude, that's so funny. Oh. Where the fuck are these guys? Oh, give me that. Don't mind if I do. Bit of truth in that, innit? There's a bit of truth. There's a bit of truth to that. No, we don't do short buses really. We do have like, it's more like a minivan that would take disabled, like, you know, so it's mentally disabled children to school. Maybe minivan type. I guess it's a similar thing, but we don't have school buses in the same way either. Oh, I didn't need to reload. Whoa! Fuck me! Whoa! Okay, now I need more shields. Where are my teammates? Oh, they're up there. Okay. Might as well get up with them. No, we don't have lockers either. Don't have lockers. There's lots of little differences like that. I think that's good. We're good. Oh, dude, they're doing this stupid boss. Done it. Got it. Got it. And under your desk or something, I guess? Wait, hang on a sec. Hang on. We're back in 1 sec. Oh shit. What's going on? I'm safe. I just fucking I had to pick something up and I stabbed myself. Hey! Fuck. No, there was a delivery and I had to put it in the delivery box around the corner and there's a screw sticking out and I lightly poked my finger with it, which was mildly painful. But it didn't break the skin. There we go, there's the update. No, I'm not in an attic, I'm at my normal streaming setup today. Attic streams aren't until next week. I need to do some sort of schedule or something, I don't know, because I feel like people are not going to... Cracked. Whoa! Shit! Dude, yeah. Alright, come on. Right, let's lock in now. Find a few people here. What was he aiming at? I need to get fully shielded. What did he mark? What? Oh my god, dude, I'm getting beamed. Dude, where's the shields at? Dude! There's no shields left. Oh, here we go. No, I've not picked the next game yet for my Friday stream, so I don't know. I'm really not sure what it's going to be. Oh, shit. Fuck it. Oh my god, dude. Whoa, what the fuck? Go up, go up, go up! What? Whoa! The fuck happened there? Oh shit, there's a guy there. That actually worked out quite well. Oh wait, what? The fuck? Give me a good ease. No! Getting shot with someone else. Come on, come on, come on. That guy kind of sucked, didn't he? Give me the gold, give me the gold. What else have we got here? I'm not even using... I should use these. It's all fucking shooting from range. Oh my god, dude. Come on, bro. Give me a break. Come on, dude. Did you see that? It was fucking... What happened there? Dude, this is a tough position, man. Quickly. Oh my god, dude. And these, dude, and then he's all the way by himself over there. What a fucking retard, dude. Not much you can do about that, is there? So stupid, man. Oh, some of these are a bit steep, so you can't quite slide down. Okay, that's fine. Oh, shit. Oh my god, dude. Fuck! Just got wiped out one by one. Oh well, that was a fun game. Oh, not so bad. Chud, I have $500 on this game. If you win, I'm going to the strip club. If you lose, my kids don't eat. Okay, thanks for that. Dude, I do need to go though. Right, guys. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing a normal stream, 8 AM Eastern. And then normal streams throughout the weekend. Next week, things start to get a bit different, okay? For a few weeks. But I'll do something and write something about it, because I know people are going to get confused otherwise, and people are going to be like, huh? I didn't think you were streaming today. Or, huh? What's going on? Yes, gaming stream. Normal gaming stream. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Thoughts? Fresh run. I think that could be fun. I could complete that in one stream. Okay. Forget about Oblivion. You need to forget Oblivion, dude. Oblivion's not happening. Impossible. Impossible. Hardest difficulty. Oh, dude, really? I don't know, dude. That's pretty... I don't know about that one. Hardest difficulty is a bit much. It's the kind of thing that sounds funny. But then when I'm stuck, it's going to suck. Anyway, there's no one on my list that's live, so Creeman set up a premiere, so I'll just read that, even though he's not even live yet. Right, guys, thanks very much for coming by, much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Sorry it's a bit shorter and not like a normal one, but tomorrow we'll be back to normal for at least the rest of the week. Thanks for coming by. Good luck, Godspeed, have fun, be good, and I'll see you all later. Au revoir and goodbye.